Yeah, it's fine. Hi, Air. Hi, Bits. Man, here he goes again. What the heck? What the heck? When are you gonna be on time? Hi, Smug. I was on time. Euland is now live, 9 a.m. Hi, Lost One. This guy's still lying. Why does my chat gaslight me so much? How did I get here? How is this the persona I have crafted online? Of just bully this person into the ground, gaslight them endlessly. How did we get here? There are other streamers that, like, people are just like, wow, they're so cute and wholesome. I just want to be nice to them all the time. How do I get that? How do I get that existence? Chat reflects the streamer. I don't know if I agree with that. Because there's people like Asmongold who exist. And his chat is full of dum-dums. And I don't think Asmongold is particularly a dum-dum. Hi, Gail. Check neat stuff. You a bitch, you. What the fuck, Gail? Dude, I need to pop my upper back so much. And it's like, man, it's driving me nuts. Alright. Neat stuff. Really excited to announce the Trans Academy has officially been granted 501c3 nonprofit status by the IRS, marking us as an official charitable organization. Milestone will open a lot of doors for expanding our resources to the trans community in VRChat and IRL. Huh. Hell yeah. I think. I don't bully that much. Also, they do it because you don't ban them. It's actually big as fuck. I really like the walking emote. It's very fun. I need more emotes. I didn't message Maple yesterday like I said I would. Hi, Zuvi. Which were we on? Hi, Wheeze. We're on lunges. Yesterday, the plan was call health insurance, get my tooth sorted out, talk to Wheeze, and do model making for as long as possible. What ended up happening was I laid face down in my beanbag for 7 hours, procrastinating, putting off that phone call. I don't know why. I hate making phone calls. Hi, Shere Khan. You're not late. As a viewer, you literally cannot be late. I hope we cleared up the confusion. I briefly saw your thing, Zuby, and I was like, I'm gonna make him redo this in his time. I'm gonna make him redo it in a GMT plus 1 to 24 scale. It's something that I don't want to, like, harp on, Zuby. But, like, in my eyes, I'm like, how is this confusing? I don't understand. But like, it's just something that is easy to me. And I know there's things that are not easy for others. There's things that are easy for others and not easy for me. To me, it's like when my friends don't understand a compass. And I'm like, how is this possible? But they just never learned to use a compass or something. It's okay, he was late too. I was not. No. Ewan, I'm late. Please don't behead me. Hi, Fracta. Behead you? I just did over your final timetable now. I want to be like extra clear, so I'm gonna like give you another timetable. It's literally could not be more made for you. But I haven't looked over it specifically. Ewan was late too. Is okay. Shut up, Bits. What stretch are we on? We're after lunges. Isn't that when you actually put both times? So it was, you can't silence me? I can. I just don't want to silence you fully. Oh my god, I'm fucking back. I want it to pop so badly. Decapitation by things. If I ever go, like, live a minute early, you two are gonna complain that I'm early. Then I will continue to spread misinformation on the internet. Can I not? I was gonna pin, then I will continue to spread misinformation on the internet, but I don't think I can do that through OBS. And at this point, it's too much effort. You want me to start timing out people for caring about when you go live? No, it's just the game lost on. My god, I meant thighs. Decapitation by thighs. I see. Actually, was gonna suggest going live like 15 minutes early to World Hop. Huh? Fuck you. Why would I do it 15 minutes early? I would just make that part of the stream. Hi Global. You were missing yesterday. Nami streamed yesterday. I didn't see you there. I was like, whoa. Where the heck is Global? Global doesn't miss Nami streams. Granted, that's a very difficult thing to be 100% on because Nami streams so erratically. But it was a fun stream. We're at Kimmy stretch. Oh my god. My hair is getting long enough to the point where it's very in the way with my VR. Alright, it's time to flank. I was there. I was at Nami's stream. Didn't see your cheese slice gobbling ass. Wow. Cheese slice gobbling ass. What does that mean, and where is that coming from? I gotta wait 20 seconds. Alright. We're starting at 10. We are going to... Oh, I'm too far. There we go. 10 seconds. Wait, that was only 10 seconds? Jesus. Mod pinned my message about misinformation. Hi, Kodiak. We're at 40 seconds. 45 more. Oh my god, I hate planking. I looked at the weight painting more phase. Wheeze. I've completely removed the weight painting from that one thing, and it's still like flipping over itself. So I think it's just like doing something I don't know what it's doing. "13 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh. Okay. My fucking back. Oh, I got it to pop finally. That felt really good. Everybody look away. Everybody look away, I gotta do the thing. Hi-oh, girls. Can we start the fucking walk already? This song is going to drive me mad. What do you mean? This is a Grant Kirkhope special. This is fucking Banjo-Kazooie. We're like right behind me. There we go. No. Can I start? I can. Ow. I just shocked myself. I've been shocking myself on this treadmill lately. And it's like, what the fuck? You are already mad, Bits. It's your natural state. Go back to smaller like yesterday. He looks better in my opinion. I kind of like smaller, but I also didn't like how small my butt was in it. So it was like, eh. It actually is. I just don't complain about everything. Hi, Kersey. Good reason, I guess, Lamau. I liked that I wasn't a giant compared to every NPC I walked by. I didn't like that, like, you couldn't see the tattoo. You couldn't see, like, the butt. I didn't like how much smaller other people were on the stream. Like, the camera was at a place where people were, like, the smalls had to, like, raise themselves up to be on screen. Maybe it's one of those things you gotta get the right angle for. There's like 5 different angles I can use, and all of them have pros and cons. That's what it is. Hi, Dingo Bingo. Are we winning, Ewan? We are. We just popped our back, and I feel so good after it. Oh my god, my back popping is just like... Oh. How's today been? Today itself has been fine. I woke up around 7, did dailies. Yesterday sucked. Yesterday's stream went really well. And then after stream, it was like, okay, I'm going to call health insurance. And I reverted back to my like middle school, high school days of procrastinating, just being like, just do the thing. And then not doing it. I literally just laid face down in my beanbag for 7 hours. And I was just sitting there going like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why is a phone call so hard? This will be a good walk. Technically, I think like every walk is a good walk, but back popping, how can you do that? Have you ever cracked your knuckles? You do that with your back. Sometimes you can do it by like reaching down to touch your toes. If it's your upper back, typically you need somebody to like help you. One thing you can do to pop your back, which is more like decompressing it, is just hang from something. So like I'm in the basement and we have an I-beam that goes across the basement, and I'll just reach up and grab that and hang for like 10 seconds. And I'll feel a lot of pops go off doing that. Oh, I usually ask a friend or a family member. I just hang from stuff. That's the best thing for me. Another reason to have a girlfriend. Just now I did it the wrong way. I did it by putting my hand on the back of my hip here and just twisting and pushing. Which you're not supposed to do. But it felt good. Practa only dates chiropractors. That just makes me think of Encanto. With the father of the main girl dating the healer because he himself is like just so injury prone. No, I date psychotic girls. Hi, Rook. At work, wish y'all well. Hi, Icy Fire. I hope work goes fast. There was a, So for anyone who's watched Encanto, it's a family that has, like, fucking superpowers. Each of them has a gift. Except the main girl. Mirabel does not have a gift. But her mom, if you eat any food she makes, it heals your body. So, like, if you have a broken arm, you eat one of her dumplings. Your broken arm heals. You got stung by bees, you eat a dumpling. Your bee stings heal. And the dad... Oh, hi, Logitech. The dad who, he's just literally injury prone. Just you take your eyes off him for a second, and he gets hurt. He literally married the girl that heals him all the time. You never had a real adventures night until you stick your dick in Crazy? I dated Crazy. I did not stick my dick in Crazy. But I did date Crazy. I don't know. Now it all just seems like too much effort. I've stuck my dick in Crazy, would do it again. We know, Bits. We know. And we encourage and support you the whole way. The fuck do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? You seem like the type who'd be like, yeah, I'll stick my dick in Crazy. I'm not gonna date them, but I'll fucking dick them down. You absolutely seem like the type that would do that. How did that go, Ewan? No, I dated her too? Yeah, but you wouldn't date her now. You wouldn't date anybody now, right? Yes, I would. Huh. I thought all the times you're saying you don't want a relationship meant you didn't want a relationship. Was a good relationship? Dick down by crazy on God. I do not encourage it. Hey, right now my only requirement is to have as fucked up a sleep schedule as me. I didn't back then, now I'm down. Back then? It was like a month ago. I would love to have that relationship. Yes, oh my god, Bits. I've been single for like 3 years. Shut the fuck up. I've been single for... shit, probably like 10 years. Okay. So the first time I dated, it was a weird dating thing. I didn't consider it dating at the time. I was like 17 to 19. The second time, I want to say I was 20 to 21. God, I could literally find the exact date of I was like, all right, when was this WoW patch out? When did this game launch? The first time I dated was like 6 months-ish. The second time was like 3 months. And to answer Fracta's question of how did that go, Yulin? That second time was when I dated Crazy. We met on World of Warcraft. The whole time it was like walking on eggshells, and it was just like so unpleasant and awful. And then I visited her in Canada, and in 3 days we discovered we hated each other, and I flew back home early. It's can't stick his dick in Crazy, he is the crazy. That's not how it works, though. Crazy can absolutely stick their dick in Crazy. Yuland, we could date for tax benefits? You don't get tax benefits for dating. Is this a challenge? Average WoW relationship, 0 minutes since WoW mentioned. I'm sorry to hear that, Yuland. It was... I've talked about her before. Hi, Pixel. I met her when I was like 17. It was at the very start of the Wrath of the Lich King expansion. And we ended up being like best friends. But she had a boyfriend. And then she told me, she was like, hey, I'm breaking up with my boyfriend. I was like, okay, cool. I have fallen in love with you, but I thought it was inappropriate to tell you while you had a boyfriend. But like, I totally am in love with you. And she was like, oh shit. Well, the second part of my news for you is that I started dating the guild leader. Hi, Kiark. And so she then started dating Guy 2. They broke up and she started dating Guy 3. They broke up, she started dating Guy 4. They broke up, she started dating Guy 3 again. After that, no, then she started dating Guy 5 and moved across the country to go live with him. And I was like, I've not stopped loving you this whole time, and this is bad for me. I just need to, like, cut you off for a bit. This is mostly me. I think you've lied a little bit, but I need a break from you. And so I didn't talk to her for a year. And then I unblocked her. She started messaging me. There had been a Guy 6, and now she was single. And she was like, I regret not giving you the chance that I always wanted to, but I was always scared it would ruin our friendship. And I was like, yeah, fair, whatever. And then we started dating, 3 months long distance. I went to visit her. We broke up. Surprise, she was right. It ruined our friendship. And I did not talk to her. Well, okay. When I was going home, I was staying at a hotel the night before I flew home, because I changed my flight. And she sent me a text that was like, hey, sorry things got weird between us. Hope you enjoyed Canada. And I'm sitting there like, you dumb bitch, I never want to see Canada again. What the fuck? Fuck this place and fuck you. I didn't respond to her. I was mad, and I told everybody, like, she was such a bitch, I should have seen all the red flags. I kind of got over it, like, 5 years later. Hi, Archangel. Shit. Archangel. Hi. I was really mad. Just thinking about her, I'd be like, man, that fucking bitch. Ugh. She was so wrong to me. But then I, like, just grew up a little bit and, like, kind of thought about it more. I was like, you know, I did a lot wrong in that relationship. There was a lot of stuff that I wasn't good with. And so it's not fair for me to say, like, I was perfect. She was wrong in every way. And I was kind of just like, yeah, I can see the problems I had. I don't hate her so much. And then I got on Facebook for something one day, and it was like, I had a message from her that was like 2 months old. And it was like, hey, I've been thinking about you a lot lately. I'm really sorry for how everything went down. I was, going through just shit back then and just so defensive and overly cautious about everything that I really, was not good to you in the relationship. This is me apologizing. And I was like, yeah, sure, I was pretty shitty too. Bygones be bygones. I hope you have a great life. We're never gonna see each other again. I, finished it with, I'm not really gonna care, I'm not really hung up on you because we are never going to see each other again. And that was the last I talked to her. A mutual friend did tell me that she eventually married Guy 4? I think it was Guy 4? But, Guy 4 is a piece of shit, I'll tell you what. Guy 1, I'm gonna catch up on chat first. It snowed last night, but it didn't stay, so it's all just wet. It slushed last night. I went and got the mail last night at 8 or 9 p.m., and it was like an inch of slush. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? How the fuck? Homewrecker Euland approaching your girl? Real gut punch, goddamn. That's my problem. Relationships ruin friendships with that person. Emotionally healthy Euland with the 1 year break. What is a friendship though, bits? Shut up, Gail. You never call her DM. If it's any consolation, Euland, my last girlfriend and I broke up because I wanted her to have a better life than me. She got a job and I was still unemployed then, and I just didn't want her to be dragged down. I would love to have a relationship again, but I think I need to bring more to the table. I think that's a really stupid outlook for ACTA. Hi, Jack. Dang, I just noticed I'm almost 100k channel points here. Damn, Jack, that's a lot. Emotionally healthy Euland with the apology. Spend some points, then Jack, you can make him a Mooglin. Here's the thing, Fracta. If you tell yourself, I'm not going to go for this goal until I'm in a better spot, that goalpost keeps moving, and you never get there. Because I did the same thing. There was a girl in high school that was like, I'm not going to tell her how I feel until I have this going on. Shocker, that never came. And so there were things that I could have done that just never happened because the things I was struggling with, I was using as an excuse to block the things I could do. I think saying, I'm going to break up with you because I'm holding you back, on one hand, that's their choice. That's their decision, and you took that away from them. There's things that, how do I word this? I don't think you were holding them back. I think they got from the relationship what they wanted, and they were happy with it. They were content with it. If they weren't, they would have left on their own. But you were like, oh, I'm the guy. I need to be a breadwinner. I need to have a job. And like her having a job and me not having one, that's bad. That means I'm failing. And I think that's a really bad way to look at it. Why does my foot look like it's doing something weird? Why does it look like I'm limping? I'm not limping, but the tracking is like being weird. I hate that. $111K. Alpha male tips with Yulin. Okay. Of those 6 boyfriends, boyfriend 1 was a loser. This guy just wanted to live on he just wanted to play Xbox all day, and he was our like main tank druid. Gossip with Yulin. He lived on welfare. He just wanted to play Xbox and eat ramen all day, and which, admittedly, that's how I want to live life. But he was with somebody that wanted more, and he was trying to convince her to not want more. And so she left him. Guy number 2 was a massive manipulator. This guy was a piece of shit. And he actually hurt multiple friends. Fuck this dude. Guy number 3. So second one was you. No, guy number 2 actually had a wife that she was a foreign visa wife. I'm forgetting. She was like a mail order bride. She needed the citizenship so that she would work and could send money home, and he was providing the citizenship for her. I need to fucking... What is going on with these trackers? If I recalibrate, will that fix it? No. Oh, is the tracker off? No, it's on. Okay. He had a mail order bride. I forget what country she was from. I want to say... I don't want to say. I want to say Thailand. She would work, send money home to her family, and then he would just provide the citizenship. And he was always getting her to do stuff, like have sex or clean the house, with the threat of, like, if you don't, I'll send you back. He was a fucking piece of shit. Third one was a fucking bitch. Hi, Juice. You're probably right, Yulin. There's a lot of regret, but what's done is done. I guess I'm still stuck with some ideology. Sounds like a lovely guy. Dude, he was a piece of shit. For another friend of mine, he was the best man at the wedding, and he just didn't show up because he was just like, I didn't feel like it. He just didn't show up, and then he was like, oh, that friend will probably be mad that I skipped out on his wedding. I'll just block him. Didn't block anyone else. Just the one friend he skipped the wedding of. The guy was crazy. IRL wedding. He was literally the best man at the IRL wedding and just didn't go. And blocked the guy. And these were 2 guys that, like, they grew up together. They had known each other for like 15 years. Wild. Guy number 3 was a bitch. This guy was also pretty manipulative, but he was a lot less good at it than the second guy. He was very emotional, and like it always felt like you did something wrong because you didn't like read his mind or some shit. And he was always be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm bipolar. Oh, that's just who I am. I'm bipolar." They were like, "You know, there's medicine for that, right?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, but if I take the medicine, then I'm like a zombie, and I don't like being like that. That's not the person I am. So I don't take my medicine." Years later, I'm in a fucking psychology class in college. I haven't talked to this guy in years. And the professor's going, "Have you ever met somebody, hi Louie, who says they're bipolar? Have you ever met somebody who they seem one way for, like they seem angry, and then 5 minutes later they're nice, and then 5 minutes after that they're angry again? Have you ever met somebody like this that says they're bipolar?" And the whole class is going, "Yep, yeah, we all know them." And the teacher goes, "Yeah, that's not bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder is characterized by an episode of mania at least one time in your life. An episode of mania, the shortest time that's been recorded in science, is 2 weeks long. So the person when people go 5 minutes to 5 minutes changing emotions, they're not bipolar, they're probably just moody." And I'm sitting here going, that motherfucker! So that guy was just saying he was bipolar. I don't know if it was ever diagnosed. He said it was, but like, oh my god. I thought you were on guy number 4. I'm on guy number 3. Did you beat him up for being fake bipolar? I wasn't talking to him at this point. You felt like a drag. Maybe you were or weren't. That's how you felt. Gotta talk those things out first, though. Self-diagnosed are the worst. I understand self-diagnosis. I just think if you are self-diagnosed, you need to be very open that you are self-diagnosed. So, like, there are people that self-diagnose, let's say autism. It makes sense to me. Hi, Nick. Because, like, if you try to get a real diagnosis, you can get jerked around for years. Depending on what country you're in, you can be like, "Hey, I'd like to get a diagnosis for this." And they'll be like, "Okay, the waiting list is 2 years." And then that 2 years comes up and it's like, "Hey, actually a lot of the psychiatrists are like quitting, and like there's more quitting than are coming into the field, so it's probably going to be another year." There can just be delays that put it off for literal years. And so you're not getting the help you need at that time. Meanwhile, you do your own research. You find out, wow, a lot of the things that apply to this are working for me. They're literally just solving my problems. That's when you self-diagnose. But again, it comes with the asterisk of you need to fucking tell people it's self-diagnosed. You cannot be like, "Yeah, I'm this." No, I looked it all up on Google, I'm pretty sure. Like, I meet all the symptoms, so I'm definitely this. You can't do that. But I understand self-diagnosis. I see when it's annoying. I see when it's fucking annoying. I see both sides of it. Euland is precious? No, you're precious. 5 guys, I self-diagnose you with die. Odd, and you wait 1 year of questions. No, I saw it on TikTok, is what I hear nowadays. There is somebody that I follow on Twitter that is self-diagnosed, Well, they were for like 2 or 3 years, and then they got a real diagnosis. And seeing them go through the process of it was like, okay, I fucking get it. Because I used to be like, if somebody ever utters the phrase self-diagnosis, I immediately disregard anything they say. I used to be like that. Now I'm a bit more accepting of like, I self-diagnosed as this. Because one, they're like saying they're self-diagnosed, right? They're just outright being open. It's when people are like, I'm this, and you later find out, oh, it's not diagnosed, I self-diagnosed, but they've been introducing themselves as that, that's when I'm like, alright, fuck you, dude. But when somebody opens with, I self-diagnosed with this, that's when I'm more like, they're acknowledging, they're putting the fucking asterisk there that says like, yes, this is not a doctor, this is me. I reached this conclusion. I have a bit more respect for I self-diagnosed than just claiming it. What is this big fire cave? So that was Bladespire Citadel. It was the stronghold of a bunch of ogres, and when you quest in this zone as Horde, you actually clear them out and take it for yourself. It was designed to be the Horde capital city of this expansion, Warlords of Draenor. And then they just didn't. They just gave us a different capital city that sucked ass. So it's just like, well, okay. What am I up to? We're walking. We're walking. Later today is WoW Raid, I think. WoW's in a weird spot for me. My chat, I have ADHD. I think Lost One is diagnosed. I'm pretty sure he is. I just take it with a grain of salt. I do too, and I agree. Take it with a grain of salt, but I don't know. There's that difference that I talked about. Guy number 4. Guy number 4 was a childhood friend of hers, and he was a literal con man. He literally made a living out of scamming people. He would he'd buy used stuff, refurbish them, often do absolutely nothing to them, and then upsell them. And he was just, all he ever did was fucking lie. And he would lie to us, he would lie to everyone, he would lie to her. God. At one point, okay, the reason that guy number 3 and the girl broke up was because guy number 4 was saying that she and him were fucking having sex or whatever. So that guy number 3 would be like, what the fuck, and break up with her. And then later on, he admitted, like, yeah, I was just selling that to get him to break up so that I could get with her. Guy number 4 was a piece of shit. Hi, chat, I'm fucking stupid. It's pretty weird, this whole thing. Why would you want to self-diagnose? Correct me if I'm wrong, but to go around trying to diagnose yourself to be different is wrong in my eyes. I was diagnosed with dyslexia and I hate it. I felt weak and stupid. Okay. The reason you would self-diagnose, Fracta, is because you didn't understand it. So, like, let's say you were dyslexic, and you were struggling to read, and people were like, dude, why can't you fucking read? Are you stupid? And you're like, I don't know. I don't know why I'm bad at reading. And then you learn about dyslexia, and you're like, oh, I'm not stupid. This is a literal brain function of mine that makes it harder for me to read than for everyone else. I am not on the same playing field as everybody. I literally have a disability that makes this fucking harder for me. It has nothing to do with intelligence. So you would self-diagnose. You would say, I'm dyslexic because I'm not stupid. And then you would go and get tested. And they'd be like, yeah, here's the dyslexia test. Turns out, yes, you are dyslexic, yada yada. People don't want to self-diagnose. People want to understand why they are struggling with stuff. It's kind of rude how they spell dyslexic like that for. I mean, I'm 26-year-old and I write like a fucking toddler. And that instantly makes my arguments meaningless. Hi, Techno Rave. People don't want to, like, have disabilities. Rakta. They don't, like, see dyslexia as, like, a status symbol. It's that they've been struggling with something, and understanding it makes just... It's such a relief knowing what's attacking you than not knowing, than just not understanding. It's the same thing with many other things, right? If your fucking kidneys were exploding and you just felt pain and you didn't know why, and you're sitting there going, my stomach literally always hurts, I fucking hate this, why? And people are going, it's just, what do you mean it hurts? My kidneys don't hurt. That'd fucking suck. But the moment you go to the doctor and they're like, oh, you have this condition. You have Crohn's, so it's not your kidneys, but your colon. You have Crohn's, then it's like, okay, now I understand why it hurts. I understand that this is something that I deal with and other people don't. I have indeed seen a doctor. Use Grammarly. You're a stupid bit, but it's okay. You're cute sometimes. Sometimes I feel like Lost One goes too hard on bits. Sometimes I'm like, Lost One, it just seems like they always go after bits. And I was really close the other day to being like, hey, Lost One, I want you to ease up on bits. He's tough. He can take it. But, like, it just seems constant. And then Bits was like, I don't remember what Bits said, but it was very specifically like, fuck yeah, man, keep it coming. And I was like, all right, I don't need to worry about Bits. Fuck, whatever. Me when self-diagnosis and then go to doctor and doctor says, do you are? Yes. Okay, you are. Remove last question mark. That just sounds like bad doctoring. Now, like 25% of the time, Bits. Dyslexic. But what if it's an incorrect diagnosis? This is possible. It happens a lot. I would still trust a doctor's diagnosis over a self-diagnosis. I've seen people use OCD as a point of pride. I too have seen that. They don't know what OCD is. Obsessive compulsive disorder is fucking life-destroying. I hate people who say I have OCD. Yeah, Yela, don't be offended for me. Sometimes it feels like some of you just don't get along. And I'm like, I want you all to get along. And it's just like, I don't know. It's... Hi, Zay. Guys, I have a confession to make. Zay has a really scary voice. Just their thing, you know, Lost One Bits crushing on each other, confirmed. Oh my god, Bits is a masochist healing. I meant self at the time. Real and true. What's this? You're 25? Oh, it's not possible for you to have this. That's the third person I'm being shipped with. I don't get along. That is how they get along. Hi, honey. I was watching Lele this morning, and Zay was in a Discord call with her. And somebody was in chat, and they were like, whoa, who's the person you with? They sound so scary. And Lay and Zay were just like, what? Scary? And then they were like, they sound like a mommy. And Zay's just like, what? I'm sitting there like, The mommy thing I can understand. I don't know if I particularly agree with it, but I can understand it. The scary thing. What? Maybe if Zay used certain words, they would be scary, but I don't know. Boy, mommy, Zay. Zay's mom now, I guess. I would say scary though. Yeah, I can't see Zay as scary. Definitely not from their voice. Maybe from their context they could get scary. But like just from their voice, Zay can scare me and I'll be okay with that. Zay got the mommy scary. I don't know if I agree. But this person in Lay's chat, they definitely agreed. Where was I? Guy number 4 was a piece of shit. Guy number 5. Guy number 5 had the most red flags. He basically accidentally called her. And was like, I'm looking for this person. She was like, wrong number. And he was like, oh, dang. I called this girl and she must have given me a wrong number. You get used to it, I guess. And she's just like, dang, I'm sorry, buddy. And then he just, like, dumped his life story on her. And she was too dumb to be like, yeah, dude, I don't know you, bye. She just fucking let him vent. And they became friends from him doing this. And then they kept talking over months. And then when she broke up with guy number 3, because she went back to 3 after 4, he was like, well, you and I get along so well, why don't you come live with me out here? And so she did. And they started dating. And I remember at one point, I was like, I don't remember how it came up, but at one point she was like, yeah, this guy's just so nice and whatnot. Like, he told me he has, a domestic abuse charge against him because he hit his ex-wife, but, like, he was driving and she was, like, trying to make them crash, so he had to hit her. And I'm like, what? Huh? And so, like, that's like, that's not just a red flag. That's a, like, what's worse than a red flag? That's like fucking police tape, like, stay away. Is he Chris Brown? I'm gone, Pingwin. Yulin, where are you getting these guys? These aren't my guys. These are my ex-girlfriend's previous boyfriends. Red flags. Joke's on you, my favorite color is now red. Vent, that's kind of sus. Telemarketer dating strategy. I actually think that's what he was doing. I think he was calling random numbers. Or, like, finding numbers of girls through connections. And pretending to be a wrong number. Not VR chat, that's for sure. I have no idea how people flip-flap from person to person. I don't either. See, Chris Brown, I'm gone, ping me win. A new corny death flag. I've known people in VR chat that do flip-flop like this. You know a girl, and then she breaks up with her boyfriend, and the next day she's with someone else, and it's like, girl, come on, please. So after guy number 5, when she moved out there, I was like, this is crazy. This is ridiculous. I need to get over you. I'm blocking you until I'm, like, not thinking about you as much. Girl already had someone ready. So I blocked her for a bit. I unblocked her after, it was like 6 to 9 months, I don't remember. She immediately noticed. And since then, she and guy number 5 had broken up. And she had gone with guy number 6. I actually didn't have any problem with guy number 6. Guy number 6 seemed fine. He was a neat dude. I met him. They broke up. We got together. We were together for 3 months. I went out and visited her. At one point, it became very clear that we hated each other. And so she was like, I miss my best friend, guy number 6. I'm gonna go to his house. You can't stay here, so you have to come with me. I was like, fucking, okay, I guess we're doing this. Not really thrilled about going to your ex-boyfriends. We go to the ex-boyfriends. I'm fucking stewing. I'm sitting there just like, why the fuck are we here? And guy number 6 is like, oh, I don't normally have company. I'll make you guys slow roasted steak or whatever. I've been cooking this steak in the oven for like 18 hours and I'll share it with you. Were you called Yulin back then? No. She would have called me Nox. So, like, we spend all fucking day at this guy's house. We went to the store together. I'm just in a fucking bad mood. The two of them are, like, kind of getting along, but he can tell, like, stuff is weird between these two. I'm just gonna try and be positive. At one point, he's like, hey, the steak's ready. Who's ready for dinner? I was just like, hey, thanks for offering, but, like, I can't. I feel sick right now. I just can't. And he's like, oh, that's a shame. Let me know if you change your mind. And he goes outside for something, and she just starts yelling at me. And she's just like, how fucking dare you, you spoiled little kid. He doesn't have much money, and he's offering you this expensive meal that he doesn't get to have often, and it's beneath you, yada yada. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm fucking sick because I'm hanging out at my girlfriend's ex-boyfriend's house. Like, I'm losing you. I'm clearly, like, losing you after this. I'm not hungry. Fuck you. But, like, all my stuff was at her apartment, so I'm keeping my mouth shut. She just lays into me for 5 minutes, and at the end, I was just like, we're not together after this. What do you say I make a call to my parents, change my flight instead of 4 days from now to tomorrow, and that'll be it. I'll just go home tomorrow. And she was like, that's the best thing I've heard all week. And so, after that, I had to spend like 2 more hours with them. Called my parents, got the flight changed. I was checked out. After that, I was just like, hey, Denny. The guy's name was Denny. You play League of Legends, right? Who do you main in League of Legends? And him and I just talked League of Legends for 2 hours. And he was a Mundo main. And I think at the time I was a Kale main. And we were just talking League of Legends. And she didn't know shit about League of Legends. I tried to get her into it, but, like, she would run into fucking towers. And so, she just sat there fucking, like, weirded out. Like, why are they suddenly getting along? What the fuck is happening? And I'm just talking League with him. I then went to a hotel. Flew home. Didn't talk to her again except for that one message on Facebook. That was that ex-girlfriend. And her many, many red flags. This must be that famed Canadian hospitality. I have met many Canadians since then, and they have all been very lovely. Most of them have been lovely. There's probably 1 or 2 that I'm like, oh, this guy's a piece of shit. That sounds like a lovely scenario. It was... God, when I visited, the first 2 days were nice. The first 2 days were fine. The 3rd and 4th day was fucking miserable. And then I went home. The 3rd time I dated, this was the same thing as the first one where I was like, we're not really dating. I can't be gay. This is just us pseudo-dating. And we're gonna fuck around a lot, but, you know, if you meet someone, go for it. Because you're not in a relationship with me. And looking back, I'm like, that was absolutely a relationship. But that one lasted like maybe only like 1 year. We met. We were friends with benefits. Then he got a girlfriend. And then we were like best friends for 4 years, but not doing anything. And then in the last year, we were kind of like, not friends with benefits, but like open to it. But he had a different girlfriend at the time. And we did one thing while she was away. She'd said we could, okay? She had said, like, I don't care if you two, like, have any sex together or whatever. I just don't want to hear about it. And then his dumbass went and told her about it. And she was upset. And they broke up. And this is why I'm a homewrecker. I didn't do anything wrong, damn it. Dingo just like, huh? This guy was fucking weird. So, like, we met, and he was playing on, like, a 12-year-old PC, and, like, could barely run games. He would always play at lowest settings. And so I was like, I need to give back into the world. I'm just in a charitable mood, so I'm gonna buy you a computer, and this will make you happy, and, like, that'll be a good thing for me. Just, like, you know, just a good thing for me to have done. So I bought him a $300 computer. He made it over, like, 3 months by looking for deals on Newegg. He got the computer. It ended up being, like, $350, but whatever. And then from that, and then just him and I being best friends, he was like, Yulin will always be the most important person in my life. We are eternally loyal to Yulin. And so, he would get girlfriends, and he would tell them, hey, just so you know, you're number 2. And I'm like, don't tell your girlfriends that. And they'd be like, yeah, what the fuck? And he'd be like, Yulin's more important than you. You're number 2. If you ever try to, like, get between me and Yulin or say anything bad about Yulin, you're fucking gone. Let's just be fucking clear about that. And they were like, damn, fine. And I was like, stop fucking telling them this. It's fucking weird. Yulin, I also run things on lowest settings. Computer, please. No. What I can tell you, Dingo, is I can tell you the pipeline. So go and play RuneScape and offer to sell feet pics for money. Once you get some money from that, you can afford a Final Fantasy sub. And you can, then you can start making real money by going to the ERP nightclubs, hit up some e-boys, sell feet pics there, ERP and Final Fantasy. Your goal is to make about $300. Once you make $300, then you can get on VR chat with like a Quest 2. Once you get on VR chat, that's where you can find some real rich people. You want to target furries. ERP with them in VR chat, and you will then be able to buy a better headset and trackers. What do I mean? Once you have a real set and trackers, I ERP for money with non-furries. I didn't say you can only get money from furries. I said target furries. Hi, Nyashu. I left for 2 seconds, huh? Weez, we're talking about the pipeline. If you want to make money selling your body in video games, go from RuneScape to Final Fantasy XIV to a Quest 2 to then like an index with trackers. Hi, love. Solid plan, Hewlin. I left for 2 seconds. Furries are suspiciously rich, it's true. Furries got them art commission funds. That's true. Yeah. I'm not saying, you're only gonna make money from furries. Fucking take what you can get. But, I mean, there is a strong correlation between furries and money. How are furries so rich? I don't know. But a lot of them are. Why did autocorrect do that? You can always just make money from lap dances or falling asleep with people. Done that too. Well, the lap dances. I mean, the falling asleep with people is marketing, though. That's like, you can start there. And then, like, when they wake up and you start talking, you have that little, like, morning cuddles conversation. Drop that you give lap dances for money. Put that seed in their brain. Potential client. That's what you gotta do, Dingo. Start on RuneScape. Nope, no talking. Non-mute is cost extra. Alright, well just fucking, like, write it in your little text box, bits. Don't overcomplicate this. Manipulation, got it. Euland E-sex expert. Ding. Didn't know you were secretly an evil mastermind? Hey. It's not evil if I'm giving them what they want, okay? I'm just efficient at knowing what they want, okay? And guiding them to buying it. I'm not overcomplicating it. Well, you are, Bits, because I'm like, let them know when you have the morning conversation that you give lap dances for money. And you're like, nope, I do not unmute. And it's like, okay, well, fucking do it with the text chat box. You're splitting hairs. What other tips do you have, Mr. Expert? Practice in front of a mirror. You're not gonna be able to, like, just go and twerk. You're not gonna have sexy moves. You need to, like, see yourself doing it. So practice in front of a mirror. Literally record yourself. Get OBS and record yourself dancing. And then see what you're doing. Hi, non-dairy. Record yourself so you can see what you're doing. And then make adjustments to what you've seen. Because, like, you can feel like you're fucking killing it. And then you see a recording of yourself and it's like, holy shit, that is not good at all. I used to play tennis, right? Middle school to high school, I played tennis. And when I served, my coach was like, stop tilting your head. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, you tilt your head when you serve. Stop doing that. And I was like, I don't know what you mean. I don't know how to stop tilting it. I don't feel like I'm tilting it. He records it. And he shows me, and sure enough, when I served, my head was going fucking horizontal like this. And I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, you're tilting your head. I don't know how you don't know this, but you need to see this, I guess. What? Me in front of a mirror? Yes. If you're going to practice lap dances, Fracta, you need to know what you look like. You can't just go in not knowing what you look like. Nice seeing everyone here again. It's good to see you too. MLM rationality. It's not MLM. It's not MLM at all. It's just good business. No Lost One splits hairs. I don't. Sure. Get smooth tracking. Smooth tracking will help. But I don't dance. Fracta, we're talking about doing lap dances to make money to buy a new computer. So, like, if you're gonna say, what? Me in front of a mirror, I'm going to assume you're talking about you doing this. You heckin' dork. I can't do sexy, though. I'm only cute. Everyone can do sexy, Lost One. Everyone can do sexy. Here's something I wanted to talk about, by the way. So the MMO I've been talking about the past few days. Heck, you talking about? We're talking about the Pipeline Hunt. The MMO I've been talking about the past few days, Quinfall, and how it has its not open beta this month. It has had some drama. So Quinfall has been like advertising their classes, the biggest AI procedurally generated world in an MMO, 10 times bigger than World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy. Massive scale raids with like an outdoor combat with like 200 people fighting. It's gonna have open beta this month. Is that good? Probably not. Some guy did a video on it. His name is Nuion. And the video is like, yeah, this video game probably doesn't exist, and it's probably all a scam. So, like, one, the beta is not open beta. It's a paid beta, so you have to pay to get into the beta. Two, all of the screenshots they have of their areas in game are stock images. Three, every asset they've shown in the game, whether it be like a building in a town, or a fireball going off from a mage, or a sword that a character is using in a cutscene, every single asset has been from the Unity store. They have not made a single thing on their own. Which is like, hey, wait a minute. That's not a good sign. And then, everything they've done is just, like, stock images from online or stuff from the Unity store. If you go to their website, they have a picture of their headquarters, and it turns out this was a stock photo with their logo, fucking photoshopped onto the picture. And so it's like, hey, wait a minute. This is starting to really look like a scam. This is starting to really look like this game isn't even real. And instead of like talking about this video and being like, a lot of the assets in this are, placeholders. Here's footage of like stuff that's replaced it. Here's stuff we could show right away. Instead, they're just saying like, fuck this YouTuber. Most of the stuff is placeholder. Yada yada. We're not gonna show you anything, but this guy, should know how hard game development is. Yada yada. They literally just personally attacked the YouTuber talking about him, and then they also attacked Asmongold for some reason because he just watched the guy's video. And so now it's just like, oh damn, that's not very professional of them. This game is looking not so good. Freya's art is so good. I also like Freya's art. She's drawn me once or twice as sketches. I liked them. She really likes drawing big, poofy bunny tails. Fun fact about bunny tails. They're not a ball. They're like a standard, just like long tail. They kind of just like roll them up. But you can just like reach into the fluff and pull it out, and it's just a normal tail. Do you guys know that about bunny tails? What is that game called again? Quinfall. Quinfall. I just booped a Gale. I will do it again. Thank you. Hi, Strog. Yeah, Quinfall is almost assuredly going to be a scam. We're like 95% sure it's a scam. We'd love to be wrong. But it looks bad. It has so many red flags and bad signs. There is no Gale though, Jack. Dead internet theory. I do know that. So yeah, I was kind of excited for Quinfall, mostly to just do walking videos in, but now it's just like, ugh, we're gonna stick with Star Wars. I'm just sus of any new MMO at this point. I just want video games to make walking videos in. And if they have a permanent stealth, they have my attention. Even if Quinfall is bad, if it was free to play, I'd make videos in it. Right now on the docket is Star Wars, BDO, and Lord of the Rings. I'm going to start leveling in Star Wars soon. As soon as we hash out Zuvi's schedule, which I was looking at this morning, I need to look at it after stream. I'll be good to start leveling. Yeah, well, I'm looking for MMOs to play that I'll enjoy. I don't know if those exist for me, Bits. Like, I had a lot of fun with WoW back in the day, and when a WoW patch comes out, I have fun. But, like, with this most recent WoW patch, it was only a month. After a month, everybody outgeared the raid, and it was just like, oh, just run fucking Mythic Dungeons, and I'm like, eh. Hello, I woke up to those messages like, what did I miss? So our German read the schedule wrong, non-dairy. And so the times they gave me do not match up with the thing. So I don't know what, like, conversion they were doing, but, like, they gave me a schedule that's like Saturday's open. So I slotted them for Saturday. And then they're like, why did you put me on Saturday? Saturday's not open. And I was like, but that's what you gave me. Did Yulin mention about the cake stuff yet? Oh, I'm so sorry, Jack. You brought it up. And to get people to stop mentioning it so much, whoever brings it up most recently, they get a title. So, because you brought it up, Jack, you're the cake farter. Until someone else mentions it, when the conversation has stopped, you are the cake farter. I'm sorry, and I hope you learn from this. I can't believe you just talking about cake farts again. Yes, I can. And BDO, when I had a group for it, you would know. I'm sorry, Jack. It's just, it's the way it has to be. Otherwise, some of the other freaks will just be like, oh my god, Yulin and cake farts. Oh yeah, today is Tuesday. I should check my vault. I do not have high hopes for my vault. I'll probably get something alright on my shaman. I think I only ran one LFR on my mage. I don't know what I want to do with WoW. Honestly, I can see myself unsubbing. Like, depending on how raids go this week, we might do the achievement run Thursday. No, it'll be this weekend. And after that, I might just unsub. I didn't even do my Mythic Plus for a couple weeks. I feel so lazy doing it. I just hate running Mythic Plus. That's just content that's not fun for me. I think it's the best content in WoW. I think the WoW community, the majority of it likes doing Mythic Plus. And it's designed in a way that is just really, really good. You can farm it, but, like, to get the best gear from it, you don't, like, farm it endlessly. I think that's really good design. Problem is, once I do 20s, I get bored and then done. I just hate it because of my first experience with it in Legion. I was miserable doing them in Legion because of my guild. And now it's just like, I feel so far behind. Everybody else knows exactly what to do in a Mythic Dungeon. And it just feels like I have never contributed in a Mythic Dungeon to their level, and I'm just getting carried. Which is just like, This feels bad. I hate this. I don't want to do this. I don't know. I'm probably going to unsub after the achievement run. I'll resub when the next patch happens, when 10.4? No, I guess it'd be 10.3. And that will free up my Tuesdays and Thursdays. I cannot unsub. I did a whole year. I did sub to 14, though. 14? Well, ow, shit. I can't unsub for a while because I need to do walking videos. Fuck. I was about to say, I'd unsub from 14. The only reason I resubbed was because Core started doing Stormblood. But she hasn't done it in like 2 or 3 months, so I'm like, why am I still subbed for walking videos? I don't know. Shit, I guess I'll stay subbed. Until I, like, literally finish all the WoW videos. But that's a fucking endeavor. Because there's a lot of zones in Classic WoW. And then I could do dungeons. Maybe I only do the raids. Just grind it out. Wow, Jack is subbed again. I've stopped doing my Island Sanctuary. I'm level 20. I'm probably not gonna, like, farm it to get the money for it, because I don't really need money for anything in Final Fantasy. So, if I get on Final Fantasy, it's to record a video. The most recent one we did was Charlene. Next one we do will be Garlemald. Did I ever add you in Final Fantasy, Ewan? Yes, hun, I'm at it again. I don't know if we did Jack. I'm on Fairy Aether. Are you on that server? Not that we need to be on the same server to add each other, but... all that Island Sanctuary shit doesn't interest me. I had a blast with it, Hunt, because I do like Animal Crossing. And it feels very similar to that. I also like all the mounts you can get from it. I've got the buffalo, I've got the motorcycle, I've got the alligator, and just recently I got the fucking tractor. I have a tractor for a mount. Do you know how fucking cool that is? Oh no, the farming sim talk again. Yeah, I'm afraid of getting in too deep. Well, so with Island Sanctuary, you can't go too deep with it. I'm in Aether, so yeah. Are you on Fairy Aether out of curiosity? With the Island Sanctuary, there's like daily tasks that give you a lot of currency for it. And then there's like hard grinding tasks that you can do, but you shouldn't. Like, you do them if you're fucking bored. You're on Adamantoise. I wonder what's on Adamantoise. I'm in the Lele Guild. Hi, Kayla. Keep running. We're going. We're at 2.5. Adamantoise has Jack. That was the server I joined back in A Realm Reborn. Why no 12 angle? Nobody's raised the incline. That's not my choice to raise it. That's your guys' choice. Ewan is so white, man, bricked up from tractor. I just think the tractor is funny. Adamantoise sounds like a Blastoise with Wolverine bones. Exhibits gifted a tier 1 sub to Jack. Well, that puts us at 1 degree. Thank you, Bits. How far have we gone? 3 miles. Hell yeah. I've been really bad about drinking today. I've just been going like so hard on the stories that I haven't like taken breaks to drink. 1 degree. Thank you, Bits. Jack can now be walking all over places. I had some liquor earlier. Hell yeah. Quinfall's gonna suck. I don't know that there's another MMO coming out anytime soon. I need to level in BDO. I need to level in Star Wars. I'm planning to level with Sis, Zuvi, Non-Dairy, and Lost One. And we're gonna start. We're gonna start soon. I just need to finish out the scheduling. BDO leveling goes fast. Yeah, so like Foss was saying he got to like level 50 in a day or something. I don't even know what class I'm going to choose in BDO. My understanding is that they don't have stealth classes. So I might just choose a class that looks cool to me instead of like the rogue. I also don't fully understand the classes because it seems like everything has an ascension. We're like, hey, you're playing this class that has a spear. Oh, you got to this level. So now you use a sword and shield, which is like, what? That's crazy to me. I do not understand just changing classes at a certain level. Especially when it's like level 56. I looked up the Quinfall thing real quick. 3 years of development, and it seems they used AI, so that's going to be a really big fuck up. So, 3 years in development is fine. There were games that were made with less time. Using AI is fine. Having a procedurally generated world, granted it would need to be checked, but I'm okay with that. The bad thing, Miyashu, is that they used assets for everything. And they're claiming they didn't. And, they keep changing their mind on stuff. So initially they said, open beta, it's going to be free. And now they're saying, nope, you have to pay to get in the beta. It looks bad. I'm okay with a procedurally generated world. That, I'm kind of fine with. I think it'd be cool to try that. Orange peel distillate? Huh. It's not just changing classes. Basically, all classes have 2 weapons. You can swap and combo them. Oh, I hate that bit. I hate that so much. I don't know if I'm going to sub again just yet. You don't change classes. We all carry a main and a sub weapon with an awakened weapon. Yeah, they wanted to speedrun make an MMO. It looks so bad, Nyashi. It looks so bad. So, okay. Let's say you're playing a class that uses a spear. And you get to level 56 and get your awakened weapon. Could you just ignore it and keep playing with your first weapon? You don't have to combo it, Ewan. You don't have to, but usually when you can, it's better to. You don't want to use both, but only your main weapon with succession? Have you heard of the MMO Warbringers of Angrul? No. This is literally the first time I'm ever hearing of it, actually. DM me that name so I can look stuff up on it later. You have my attention, though. I'm waiting for a pixel MMO called Drakentos. Actually, Non-Dairy, there was a video came out that I haven't watched yet, but apparently there's a dark side of Satisfactory, where people are making blueprints for, like, factories, and selling those blueprints. And so, like, if you don't want to build like a supercomputer factory, you can just buy the save or like the blueprint of a guy who has built a supercomputer factory and place that in your world. Which is like, fucking what? I'm technically on the dev team, but have not had anything to do with it in months, but it's in development. Oh. Vault has nothing good. Even my mythic track is Bracer I don't need. That was me last week, Jack. I literally took, like, bracers or a belt that was a 3 item level upgrade, and it was like, this fucking blows. 5 minutes on this BattleBlitz server, and I already had someone question my aim. We have 2 states normally. Awaken that allow the use of both sets, or Succession that is only main and sub-weapon, but they're buffed up. Okay. I use both states depending on what I need to do. So, it sounds like both of them have weapon swapping. I hate weapon swapping in games. If I have an axe, I want to use the axe. I don't want to switch between the axe and something else. Give me the goddamn axe. Switching is just like, ugh. It's just that good. It's a build swap? Okay. So it's not like swapping mid-combat then. Because that's what I hate. So like vodka but orange peel scale? We're almost at the end of this video. Liquor, not vodka. It's very quick mid-fight, mid-swing. There is no delay. Okay, that's the thing I didn't want you to say. When I killed the dude, I turned around and just asked him if he wanted to talk about it. That's messed up. That's mean. Nah, he should have killed me. I mean, yeah, but he didn't. And there's always a loser. But I'm just better. Isn't PSO2 weapon swapping? PSO2 has weapon swapping, but no. 95% of situations, you don't weapon swap. There is multi-weapons, which is where you can put the abilities of other weapons on your main weapon. But that means you can use them without swapping. So, like, right now, I play Force Bouncer, and Bouncer has an attack where you hold down your left click, and you do like a 6-second buildup of attacks that go faster and faster, and the final attack hits really fucking hard. So if an enemy gets down, I use that. I don't have to switch to the Bouncer weapon Jet Boost to use that. It's just on my rod. So I'll be casting spells with the rod, regaining PP with the basic attack. The enemy gets knocked down, I run in close and do the Jet Boots attack, but I don't have to like switch my weapon. I don't have to press a button to switch my weapon. There are a few classes that is awakened by default. You don't have to swap weapons in PSO, but you can. So read the class details. I'm probably just going to pick a class that just has a cool weapon. I'm probably going to look at all the available classes and be like, this one seems cool. Again, another example of PSO doing things right. Play LAN. What is LAN? Keep in mind weapons will be class specific, so it's not... You can get a longsword and put it on Dark Knight. Yeah. So my understanding is that it's like Final Fantasy, where it's like, if you use this weapon, you're playing this class. It has right things. PSO has a lot of right things. It has a few critically bad things, which prevent it from being like bigger. But it has a lot of good things. A few. a Guild Wars video. We're at 3.4 miles. We are not going to get there from just this video. We will, be going into a third video. I didn't notice the bad things in it. Even his teammate came and talked about it too. Their endgame grind is kind of questionable now. Not so much questionable, but just like, it needs to be better. Because typically that's where people are like, leaving PSO. Is the endgame grind was just like, what the fuck is this? Talked about it with whole lobby. Lan is a melee class that uses a noble sword and pen, and an awakening state twin glaives. Okay, when you say twin glaives, what type of glaives are we talking? Because there's glaives that are like the spear with the curved spear tip. There's glaives that are like giant fucking shurikens. Dagger? She became our first ship-to-ship PvP raider. Sword glaives? Guess I'd have to ask in details because I have no problem with it. Well, Nyashu, you recognize that, like, PSO2 is not a big game. Like, you like it, I like it, Bits, for the most part, likes it. But when you compare it to other video games, it's not doing that well. Like, it has a very low player base. Big meaty ones. Base over NGS. Decent at most, I guess. I'll die on this hill. I would also say base is better than NGS. For me, NGS is better. But for the whole player base, I would say base is better. However, I will say that I would have enjoyed base a lot more if I didn't get fucking everything in the kitchen sink thrown at me when I made a character in 2020. It was fucking atrocious making a character and having 26 quests at the start. What is a sword glaive? Don't worry, they have videos on class pick of both states, so you can see the weapons. Again, as a whole, base over NGS. There's def things that NGS did better than base. Yeah. PSO2 story is 100% dog shit. Base PSO had a decent story. Not a great story, but it was decent. NGS story, dog shit. The NGS story is fucking atrocious. Guess it's just hard for people that are used to old style MMOs. I don't think it's an old style MMO issue, Nyashu. I think their endgame grind and like knowing what to do. There's a lot of stuff that you just have to look up things out from YouTube videos. It's very hard to know exactly what to do in NGS without looking up videos. To be doing like the most difficult content in the optimal way. And to be fair, there's a lot of games like that. But like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it without like literally spreadsheeting it out, like flaws and pros and cons. Base was fun, Shiva's mommy. I will say the story for NGS got better in Act 5. That was a really big turn. You've done that, right, Bits? Acts 1 through 4, dog shit. Act 5 introduced cool shit. It did, and yes, I did. To me, it's more about creativity, but I guess people want more out of the combat. I think the combat is one of the best things. I don't think that's what anybody has a problem with. Base combat? I disagree with you so much. I think the combat is so much better now, which will expand in future expansions. I hated base's story bits. That's a you thing, though, Lost One. I already knew you'd disagree. I'm pretty sure we've talked about it before. I would have liked base combat a lot more if perfect attacks were a thing that were on, like, 3 classes instead of all of them except Summoner. We know they have very bad taste bits. There was a certain point where base story nose dived off. Then it picked back up. I remember seeing the, like, we're going to the real world arc. And being like, what the fuck? Okay, I don't need to ever pay attention to PSO's story. Where you, like, started going persona mode through a computer screen and dealing with things at, like, a Japanese school. And it's just like, what the fuck? Gross. I don't know. When I think of stories in MMOs, PSO was okay, NGS is dog water. World of Warcraft is dog shit. It had decent lore. Now it's kind of just blah. Final Fantasy XIV has a really good story. Every other MMO I think of as like a nothing burger for their story. So like Rift, whatever. Oh, Star Wars. Star Wars The Old Republic, especially in base, had a very good story. Right up there with Final Fantasy. Actually, I'd say better than Final Fantasy. Because Final Fantasy's A Realm Reborn sucks. And it takes a long time to get to like, oh, this story is good. Want some British black tea, Ewan? I will pass. I still need to try the tea Shin gave me. Tab combat. WildStar had decent story. Not amazing. Not like groundbreaking. I'd say SWTOR and Final Fantasy have better. But WildStar did have a cool story. Rift, I barely remember. So I don't think it was that good. Diablo 3. Diablo 3 was an okay story. Not super amazing. But it had cool cutscenes. Diablo 4... God, that story kind of fucking sucked. I don't think I made it that far, Bits. Lately, I can't ever make up my mind which MMO would be considered good. If you didn't make it that far, Lost, then, in my opinion, your opinion is valid on if it's good or not. And I don't mean that in a rude way. I guess a lot of us thought Terra was good at the time. I don't remember Terra's story at all. Do you mind if I whisper you my family name BDO so you have that ahead? I do not mind at all. Haley, you're free to friend me on anything. BDO, VR chat, whatever. Hell yeah. We're friends on Warframe, right? I think. I don't have an opinion for PSO, never played it. D3 and D4 had stories? They do. In Diablo 3, the meteor comes down, which signals the end of times. You go investigate the meteor. You find Leia. You find Deckard Cain. You find the man from the meteor. Magda kills Cain. You go around with Leia and the man from the meteor, who turns out to be Tyrael, and you're collecting the souls of the prime evils that have been sealed in the Black Soul Stone. You kill Belial, you have 6 souls. You kill Azmodan, you have 7 souls. And then Leia's mom, Adria, activates Diablo's soul in Leia, killing Leia, activating Diablo and resurrecting him. He consumes the Black Soul Stone and becomes the prime evil. He goes to heaven, almost breaks heaven, and then you defeat him there. That was the story of Diablo 3. Was okay. The stuff about the Black Soulstone, kind of weird. The stuff about Diablo resurrecting through Leia, tragic, but I did think it was good. I'll do so on Discord if you want it. Yeah. Bits, if I got to get to Ep 5 for it to be good, isn't bad. This is like telling someone you have to watch 90% of One Piece to have a... Well, it's the same thing with Final Fantasy Lost One. People have to trudge through A Realm Reborn, and then it gets good later on. No, I mean finish the story. Yes, I still need to drag you on a Voca hunt for rep. Doesn't Warframe have an interesting story that came out recently? Steam Capitalism and Economy Fest. What? Yeah, Bits Capitalism Fest. High Ordinary Rock. So he resurrected into a Jedi? Warframe has an interesting story. The first 4 years of the game, it had zero story. It just didn't have a story. And then it had a great story. It was like, whoa, this is really cool. The problem with Warframe is that they aren't solving any questions you have. They just keep giving you more questions. They have such a hard-on for being weird and mysterious and unique that they just keep making weird shit in their game, and it's like, can we solve some of our goddamn problems? Can we do some things? Why summon Fishy Kayla? So I think Kayla is referring to Fibonacci, and Gale is thinking of the streamer Spacefish. I like Spacefish better. Fibonacci is funny, though. Nothing on here looks good. Bits, what did you expect from a capitalism sale? Wait, is there a sale going on Steam? Food box delivered? Hell yeah. I do like their voiceover and animations in Warframe. No, Gale, I mean that they look like scams. Sale in question. There is a Steam sale, but nothing good there. I got one thing with the winter sale, and that was BDO, because it was $1. So I was like, oh, okay. Sure, I can do this. What are we at? 3.9? We're making progress. I need a drink. Oh, now I gotta sneeze. We didn't sneeze. I just feel like I need to. Oh, come on. Okay, we got it out. The longer Warframe goes, the less sense it makes. Yes. And it's getting annoying. Mainly deals on game that center entirely around a player's ability to earn. Wait, those are a lot of games that I like. I have to look at that. Because, like, that just sounds like Stardew. That just sounds like Animal Crossing. That shit's dope. Unless it's just focusing on shit like, what's that, video game arcade? I've seen Townie play it. It looks like a guy spent like 10 hours making this game. With just like the most simple and shit-looking models possible. Beat up, Ewan. Stardew Valley is not on sale? What the heck, man? Not capitalist enough? You know, it's really funny that, like, Stardew Valley is supposed to have an anti-capitalism message, and it becomes, like, this absolutely capitalist, earn as much money as you can game. Hi, Tucanoe. Stardew not ruthless enough for the capitalism sale? I'm just gonna dive back into RimWorld again. I feel like RimWorld is a game I'd probably like, but I look at it and I'm just like, when would I play it? Lethal Company has to be on sale then, right? I can't think of a game that's more like ruthless capitalism. Pretty sure I mentioned this before, but let me know if you want it. I don't know when I would play it, so I don't want it. I don't want you to spend money on it. But then something like Drug Dealer Sim is on sale? Huh. No, Ewan. Lethal Company not on sale. Alright, I'm starting to just not believe in this whole capitalism sale thing. Lethal Company not lethal enough for capitalism sale? I already have the game from their website and not Steam. So we have copies we can give away? You have copies? How do you have copies? Yeah, it's like... $30 to $50 downloads and update? Whoa, wait, what? What do you mean 30 to 50 downloads and update? They have an update and you get 30 to 50 more copies to give away to people? Huh? There's no way I'm understanding that right. Yes? Okay. I would like to know how. What situation led to you just having hundreds of free download codes for people? Because Bits has connections? That's not a connection. That's a, like, holding somebody hostage through blackmail situation. That's a, like, I have dirt that could ruin your life. Give me anything I want. And no, you buy it once from Ludion's website instead of Steam? You just can't connect it to Steam? As I said, connections. It's legal? You are the last person I believe that from, Bits. It's legal? Yeah, okay. This guy fucking in Discord, all my felon, It's legal. This one I promise. This one's totally legit. Bits can hold me hostage anytime. I mean, I don't disagree. Nothing Bits does is legal? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We have 4.2 miles. Freya then turn around and make them hostage. Yeah, Freya's like 5'4", something tiny, and Bits is 6'6". I don't think Freya could take Bits hostage if she tried. 5'3". Thank you very much. I'll DM you so you can see what I'm talking about, shit ass. I mean, so, if you just have, like, 200 free download codes, fucking... Wait. But they're not through Steam? I have strong thighs, though. It's not even codes? It's just zip files? Oh. I am a lot less interested suddenly. It's just zip files every update. It's what you call homework folder nowadays. Well, my homework folder is my porn folder. It's not bullshit. Bits be potentially ready. I'm not saying it's bullshit, I'm just saying I am infinitely less interested in this suddenly. Because, like, you can play RimWorld co-op, right? I would want to. It's not a game I would want to play solo. If it's the game I'm thinking of. Now I'm, like, not entirely sure. You need to have a mod to play co-op? But you can still mod it that way? Let me make sure it's the game I'm thinking of. RimWorld is a game where, like, it's top-down, and you have to, like, survive on an alien colony, and things happen like your guy got found by cannibals, and so they ate him. And you need to keep track of everybody. Top-down colony building sim? Okay. No, I think it is the game I'm thinking of. It's the less bullshit Dwarf Fortress. Yeah. Yeah. I'll eat you like a cannibal? Yeah, Hunt? And I'd fucking thank you for it. Let's fucking go. Dwarf Fortress younger brother, Poggies. Knew it. I'm consistent, right? I need another drink. Boy, I sure hope this next video is not a long one, because we're going into another video at 4.3. That'd be really annoying if we got something long. I'm actually putting together a small mod pack for MP/co-op. Boss was talking to me about Conan Exiles and Ark Survival. Because he's been really like, hi Wagyu. Hi Fast Life, thank you for the follow. Wormworld talk happening. Hot Cold Wizard appearing soon. Armageddon I'm reviewing last year. Oh my god, 2023 sucks so hard. Ark. Hi Super Otzel? Hi Super Otzel. Hi Eximi. Wiggle Raid. Hi Velvet Frostpaw. Thank you for the follow, Eximi. Thank you for the follow, Super Otzel. How am I saying that right? Correct me if I am, because it's an interesting name, but I'm just not entirely sure how it flows. Hi Midnight Madman. We are at 4.36 miles, and we just got to Thraldrassus. You may have seen Wagyumi play in this zone. It's the 4th Dragonflight zone? We've had a chill day. We haven't had any tough incline. You say my name right? Hell yeah. We were talking about RimWorld. Now it's Dwarf Fortress's little brother. And Bits was working on a mod pack for it. What emote is that? Oh, come on, XS Overlay, please show me. They don't want to show me. Yulin, we can play co-op. I know, you'd have to mod it, but it has co-op, and that's cool. I don't know. I'd be more interested in, like, Conan or Ark than RimWorld. No, I mean, you could play with me? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'd have to mod it, but it has co-op and you and I could play together. They say my name correct too, which blows my mind. Really? I thought your name was easy to say. People have trouble with Eximi? Don't worry, he's only smart sometimes. You start your day streaming, thinking you're smart and intelligent, and sometimes you end your stream going, man, I'm a fucking idiot. How did I say that thing in front of so many people? What the hell? It's when you say something and then like 3 to 5 people immediately put a question mark or what, and you're like, oh no. Oh no. You might be dumb as a rock, but sometimes you brain slightly harder. All fun and games till he realizes I don't even follow him. I remember you used to make this joke all the time, and then I checked and I was like, he is following me. I can literally see his follow page. I don't know if you are still doing that. Oh, I can't click that here. Like expanding and contracting wrinkles. Wait, I can click it. I just need to go to this screen here. Subscription status hidden. Damn, I don't think he's actually following. Like expanding and contracting the wrinkles. Hey, thanks for the follow, Bits. Thank you for the follow, Bits. You're one of the top chatters. Time to spam it, Bits. You probably did that and then immediately unfollowed. I have a few channels I'm like that in. Never follow, but always there. I think it's a funny joke, but to me that's like such a hassle to be there without following. Because Twitch notifications are how I know when people go live. If you're not following, you're not getting those. So like I wouldn't know when to show up. Now, I'm pretty dang consistent on when I go live. But even though I think I'm extremely consistent, it's like I always start at 9 a.m. So everybody should know that's when I start. Nobody knows my schedule as well as I do. No, I just have it up in Chatterino. I see. I have Chatterino up when I'm streaming. And other than that, it's typically behind Discord, so I'm not seeing it. It'll let me know if somebody pings me. So if I'm not live, and LowFam is, and Global starts talking about me there, then I'm like, huh? Oh. And I see that. Don't know about that. You keep being late. You can't say, Gale, that I'm not consistent while also saying I'm late every day. You get to have one. You can either say I'm late, or you can say I'm inconsistent. Oh, wait. That raid actually got us really close to 600 followers. He's consistently inconsistent? How dare you? You are consistently late. I disagree with you, Gale, but thank you. You can't have both. We're at 597 followers. 3 more and we're at 600. And then it goes down to 596. Yulin's gonna hurt us, Gale. Lamau. I just said it's both? You didn't, though. You said I'm consistent. They don't have the balls for it, Bits. It's not that I don't have the balls, I don't have the follow-through. Like, what would I actually do that could hurt either of you? Like, could you imagine me and Bits in a fight? I'd literally be like, you're such a jerk, Bits, how could you? And Bits would literally just like... And I fucking get thrown 15 feet. Bro, I'm just gonna put Yulin on the top shelf and walk away. It's gonna take me like 2 minutes to climb down. I'm gonna get down to the floor and be like, whoo, finally got down. And Bitch is gonna like walk through the room and just like, yeah, no, not again. I can imagine it. Bits would just throw you. Folded like a lawn chair. I don't think Bits would fold me like a lawn chair. I think Bits would just throw me against a wall and like shatter me. But folded like a lawn chair, specifically like when you're on your back and somebody like has your legs and they push them down so that like your ankles are by your head while they fuck you. I don't think Bits is gonna fold me like a lawn chair. I'd throw Yulin against the wall. Fold me, Bits. Yeah. Bits is not gonna fold me like a lawn chair. They're gonna Florida daycare worker me. Sure, Frey? Bits would take a swing at a wall with you, Yulin. What? What are you laughing at, Bits? Now that's a fold I can get behind. Hell yeah. Are you laughing at the Florida daycare thing? Because that's a reference to a story from 2 months ago, I think, of a Florida daycare lady who just snapped. She just snapped and she said, I'm tired of these little brats crying all the time and not listening to me. I'm just going to start chucking them. I'm just going to start throwing these kids around. Dylan, I told you to be quiet. And just started fucking throwing them. And like, the kids started going home with bruises, and parents complained, and they checked the cameras, and they found like 22 instances of her just picking up the kids and throwing them against the walls. She was just like, all right, you're being too loud, and throwing them. And it was just like, oh my god. It's really funny, but so fucked up. You can't do that. You can only make jokes about throwing the child. You don't actually throw the child. Time to get the steel chairs. Shaky. It was, So now, I have fun referring to throwing people as Florida daycare, Florida daycaring them. Florida daycare workering them? Nah, Florida daycaring them. Because this story is just so crazy. Beat 'em up, Bits. Yulin, when he makes a joke, only he will get. It's not a joke only I will get. I've explained this joke like 3 times already. I'm actually surprised Bits hasn't heard it before. Just remember, I'm stupid. Bits liked the joke, the story, the first time he heard it. He said, wow, I can't wait to hear that again. And Men in Black'd himself. That one you understand, right? That one you like. I don't need to explain that one. Alright, I'm just checking. Because I realized I'm making the exact same joke where it's like, I am referring to an action as like the story title. I should check. I'm not that young. What were you talking about again? He flashy dealed himself? LOL, Men in Blacked himself. That really is like the biggest meme from that movie, isn't it? The whole memory wipe thing. Yup. We're almost there. No, we're not. We're not even slightly there. This is still like the first run. What am I talking about? We're gonna... I think there's 5 parts to this video, but one of them is like 20 seconds. And one of them is like 3 minutes. This is part 1. Then we'll go up to the north and walk to the college. Then we're gonna walk to the city. 5 more miles? No, it'll probably be like 1.5 more miles. I don't think it's too long of a video. I think it's only like 15 minutes. 50. Oh, I should have asked Wagyu about Quinfall. I should have asked her if she knew about it at all. I'm so excited to see how Quinfall goes down. I would love for it to like launch and everybody be like, holy shit, this game is amazing. I would love for it to launch and people be like, yup, this is trash. I just want to see what happens with it. I see fire.
Hello.
I need a drink. I've been hearing a lot of people call Quinfall a scam. So we're like 90% sure it is a scam, Velvet Frostpaw. Probably more so. Because they were promising the world. They were promising a very ambitious game with like really big raid scales, a bigger open world than WoW and Final Fantasy by like 10 times. Procedurally AI generated, but I've not followed it closely enough to know that claim has any weight to it. It was an MMO that wasn't through Kickstarter. And so it looked somewhat promising. But then a guy did a review of all the things we've seen of it. His name's Nui or something? Nui or something? Like Nuioe, I don't know. This guy took a close look at it, and every single thing they've shown in their trailers is a purchased asset. They haven't made anything on their own. The only thing I know is that they use a lot of buzzwords surrounding AI. Yeah, so like they've showed like combat trailers, and all of the gear, all of the like weapons, all of the spell effects going off are Unity assets. They're not original at all. They've literally just purchased these. And then all of the locations they have shown are also Unity assets. At one point they're showing off a city, and somebody was like, yeah, this is just like all of these assets you can buy on Unity for like $60. This entire city is just, they bought this pack. Bro, like every game that goes through Kickstarter at this point. Well, here's the thing, Lost One, it's not a Kickstarter game. Like, it's funded. They're a company that has a previous MMO that is funding this game. But the controversy is, do they even have a game? They have an about section at their website that, you know, talks about the company and some of their high-level employees. They had a photo of their headquarters. And somebody found out, hey, this photo of their headquarters, this is a stock photo with their logo photoshopped into it. Which is like why Photoshop that? A lot of people still use Unity. Unfortunately, not too many devs have the budget to fully convert all their assets. Well, so here's the thing. Using Unity assets and saying, like, these are placeholder until we can fund and have the budget to, like, replace them with our own stuff, that's fine. If everything from your game is a Unity asset, you're not going to have a unified theme. You're not going to have a unique theme. If you see anything in World of Warcraft, you know this is World of Warcraft. If you see anything in Final Fantasy, you know that's Final Fantasy. But if all of your stuff comes from Unity, it gets a lot harder to be like, what is this from, right? It loses a, like, strong identity. Oh, I was replying to an earlier comment. It's just, Unity assets solve a lot of problems, but you don't want to use them if you don't have to. The bigger issue is when you say, like, we made all our stuff. We're not, like, using Unity assets. And people are catching you on it. You know, when you say, like, I would be able to tell a picture of WoW. I think you could, Juice. Yeah, if you're buying assets, that's red flags. I don't think buying assets is red flags. I don't. But you need to, like, tell people, like, hey, this is placeholder. Hey, only some of the stuff is purchased assets. When it's 100% of the game, that's a bad sign. But know what you described as a massive red flag? Yeah. They have a section on their website that shows a lot of the different areas. Every single area they show on the website is a stock photo. And in one case, they post the same picture twice and just apply a blue filter to one of them. So it's like, you see these, like, ruins of a chapel in, like, a dark lit forest, and then you scroll down a little bit and you see the same ruined chapel, but it's blue and it looks like it's in snow. And it's like, wait a minute, hang on. Let's be fair, the company's base location is a university campus. You want consistency, but what if it's just a senior project being picked up by the next year? Well, so when you say a location is a university campus, I'm not sure if you're specifically referring to Quinfall or making a joke there. The actual company is from Turkey. I don't know if they say where their headquarters is from. But, like, this company is a Turkish company. No, Quinfall is on Turkey's university. Oh, okay. I didn't know that about the university campus. MMO players, when they see a new MMO coming out, I can't wait to spend hundreds of dollars and hours in it, only to say it's a bad game and then play for another 3,000 hours. University games are all bad. Just found it, took them in. I see. Yeah, it's... Why lie about that? Why show a stock photo of your headquarters and not, like, the actual headquarters, or be like, we don't have a headquarters, we're all working online? It's just... Why lie about that? And there's so many things that they're, like, getting caught in right now. This guy made the video. This guy made the video that was like, hey, all of this stuff is from Unity. And instead of being like, yes, a lot of it is placeholder, here's some stuff that we actually did make, they just said, it's all placeholder, making games is hard, fuck this YouTuber for trying to make our game fail. They just did a personal attack at him, which is like, ooh, that's not really the professional response you want to see. They're not showing anything, which kind of makes it look like they don't have anything. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about what Logitech just said. They're partnered with a real money trading website. Like, literally, one of their partnered sponsors or whatever is a real money trading website that's like, hey, buy gold in Quinfall, buy gold in Kara, their other game, buy gold in Lost Ark, Final Fantasy. Which is like, that's Not a company you should be partnered with if you're making MMOs. Yeah, sounds like college students, though. Euland L. Fuck you, Juice. It looks bad. It looks really, really bad. Yeah, fuck you, Juice. Sounds like college students, though. I don't know if it is. I don't know what. There's like 7 red flags with this game. And not like small red flags. They're like, this is potentially a really damning red flag. And there's 7 of them. It's fucked up. You'll leave my Juice alone? No, he doesn't leave me alone. He just says Eulendel for no reason. He just says question mark, question mark, question mark, Eulendel. This is the biggest game to be released in 2024. They closed down their other game in 2021 after a beta with a cash shop. Oh yeah. They never came out of beta. Which, beta with a cash shop I'm fine with, because like, Warframe is in beta. Some games just fucking stay in beta. So long as the game is good, I don't care if it's typically tagged as a beta or not. Anyone looking forward to a game this year? Just playing devil's advocate, Yuli? You raised like 7 red flags, but we're all still here? Non-dairy? Why don't you tell me what my red flags are so I can work on them? Game. True, but red is my favorite color now. I need to look at the list of games coming out in 2024 again. It feels like fucking everything's coming out in 2025. Warframe has been out of beta for quite some time, though. I'm pretty sure it's still in beta. I'm pretty sure they were like, they are really hard on like never ever coming out of beta for the joke. N1 being too pink. That's 1 red flag. What the fuck? You're making me doubt myself, Velvet. I could have sworn, I would have bet money Warframe was still tagged as a beta. I tell you, but you would not listen. And if you'd say I'll bite, I'll say and you say that's stupid. Real? Being pink is not a red flag. Kana go popo. Now, Steam page says Warframe is a full release. Is it really? Oh. Well, I know they were in beta for like 9 or 10 years. That's crazy to me. BE's use of beta is a bit weird, though. Yeah. Yeah, I know for a long time they were doing it as a meme. People get that from a statement made by one of the devs. Well, I know they've talked about it on the dev stream when people are like, when are you coming out of beta? And they've been like, never. We will always be in beta. So I'm really surprised they're out of beta. No one will be in beta longer than 7 D2D. What you mean it's out of beta? One of the devs said that they will view it as a beta because in their eyes it is unfinished. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much saying something along the lines of, it'll be a beta until we stop supporting the game. 7 days will never leave early access. What about Sword and Sorcery? I don't care what anyone says. 7 Days to Die has been in alpha for 10 years. Pretty sure Warframe is still considered an open beta. I've never seen it written as 7 D2D. I also haven't, so I was like, huh? Hi, Fracta. Ah. The rabbit boy is ready to pounce. But at this stage, it's hard to call it a beta at all. Store page is listed as a full release, and they've released several massive content updates over time. Yeah, I don't consider Warframe a beta. I would consider it a live service game that is constantly changing. But like a beta? No. I consider Yuland a beta? What the fuck, Bits? I'm not a beta, I'm alpha as fuck. The rabbit boy is here to keep you motivated? Hell yeah. Warframe L. They consider it open beta, but the open beta is full release. Stare into my eyes and see the void. And that is why I say their use of the word beta is weird. Yeah. Yeah. What are you question marking, Juice? I'll bite. What are you dropping question marks for? Ow. They say it's an open beta because it's still being updated, but then by that logic, every live service is an open beta? Yeah. They're just weird with that one. What? What did you just put 3 question marks, Juice. I'm saying I'll bite. I normally don't, but I'll bite. What are you putting the question marks for? There's literally no reason to do it other than the fact that if we say we're launching, people are going to have expectations. We're like, well, we like what we're doing now, and we continue to have our own launches for specific content types. But if we ever said Warframe was launched as a game, it would be a farce for what that term means. So even if we are making a farce of beta right now, it would be a further farce to launch it if we use that term. I see. Also, 7 Days to Die is still an alpha. Juice did? A quote from an interview from Tenacon 2018. The next major update is supposed to be the full release, though? Huh. Alpha, Omega, real. I ain't reading all that, congrats, or I'm sorry that happened to you. You don't have to read it, Bits, I read it for you. Bits, it shortly just would be too much of a farce if they announced full release. If Warframe announced a full release, then it would get people being like, oh shit, this is the big one. Warframe's ready. This is the game. Judge it by this forever. Why didn't you just say that? Because he copy-pasted the quote, Bits. What? They just keep the joke of it still being open beta? Say it again, I was reading Bits' message of not reading it. Nah, Juice, you can read it. I read it once. And on full release, the console ports of 7 Days to Die should also be updated? For this part, we go through the fortress, we go down into the valley, we go up into Valdrakken. Where does this video end? I think it ends at the Seat of the Aspects. But then we go to the Titan Tearhold place. Hi, Sarah's. And then we go back to the dragons. You know, it's a game that I've seen in fucking beta for a long time. It's called, like, Volcanoid? I don't know. It's a game where you, like, build a fucking volcano digger drill thing. And, like, you have to collect materials when the island is chill. And then when it's exploding, you have to go below ground. Matthews bought it for me a long time ago, and we played it a little bit. A lot of people think they abandoned console, but in reality, they haven't been able to update console because of some weird licensing bullshit. Oh. Console gamers. An icy haunt 'em. Pretty sure I'm getting haunted. It's kind of hard to see the glow in this world. I am the Underminer, literally that game. Left shoulder successfully haunted. That'd be really funny if you could play Space Mover with desktop. And instead of the shoulder, you could like haunt the left butt cheek. Waiting for Starship Extermination update. You just remember the final scene from the first Incredibles? Literally that. Are you unable to go intangible while crouching? Euland will always be an open beta. I'm not a beta. I'm like the most alpha. Once the game enters the full release stage, they can finally update console to the full release. It sucks for console though. You bitch. What the fuck? Keep saying that, you beta. Lots of love. Fracta, you can't call me a beta. Because I actually unmute my mic. Honestly, hard to say if they'll get console player base back. Console gamers L. Okay. We're haunting. And we're crouching. I don't see the glow. So it might be the world, or it might be how close he is. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Hey, I'm not implying anything, just that, you know, staying mute is kind of a beta move. I do not talk in your stream out of respect, you degenerate. What respect? What? How is that showing respect? That's like, hey, just so you know, I don't drink apple juice around you. Out of respect, you're welcome. What? What the too long didn't read is that the console port was being published by Telltale. Oh, that company's dead, isn't it? Yeah. You simply aren't worth enough to hear Fracta. Wow, Gale. Hi, King Sky Fire Runner. Pumpkin belongs on pizza. I have never tried pumpkin on pizza. My mom makes a really good chocolate pumpkin cake that's really, really good. There's a special place in hell, strong entry. Who is pumpkin? My voice is too smooth for your mortal mind to hear during stream, Elin. Yeah, sure. Tell everybody that, Fracta. The Telltale was unable to fill their obligation due to licensing. The devs haven't been able to self-publish to console until full release. Or better yet, Pumpkin belongs on spaghetti. I saw a video yesterday, and it's a guy who went to Italy, and he just did a bunch of things to piss off Italians, and I sent it to Strognoffles. And it's like, this guy will go to restaurants, and he'll get spaghetti, and he'll scoop it up with a fork, and then, like, cut it with scissors, and eat that, and, like, there'll be Italians in the background, they're just like, oh my god, and they're, like, freaking out over him doing this. Johnny Somali 2.0? No, Johnny Somali was actually like a racist piece of shit. This guy was just like, kind of minding his own business, but like doing things he know that would be a pet peeve to Italians. The Italians were actually like being kind of assholes, and like some of them were like trying to like stop him from doing it. And being like, you can't eat food that way, it's wrong, and he was a bit of an asshole doing it, you know, just to get a rise out of them. But for the most part, he wasn't like actually going out of his way to be a dick. There was one thing. He went to the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and he, like, laid on his back and was taking a picture with, like, the tower between his legs and him holding it so it looked like his dick in the picture. And a guy came up to him and, like, started kicking and was like, what the fuck? That one, you know, I can see being a little disrespectful, but, like, him eating spaghetti in a weird way. Or, like, one thing he did, he ordered a pizza at a place, and then he takes the bottle of ketchup, and he just starts, like, spiraling ketchup onto the pizza. And a guy comes up, he's like, no, you don't do that! And he took the ketchup and literally just fucking threw it from the table and was like, dude, chill. Oh my god. Hear me out, lobster and pizza. I think people actually do that. I was right. Okay, pasta lover. About what Bits bought. Did tell you be prepared, Bits. Hi, Aeon, Steve. I have no idea who Steve is. Lobster pizza doesn't sound bad. Yeah, I figured. Also, good morning, afternoon. Lobster shit overpriced for no reason. Can you believe it used to be the chicken of the sea? It used to be the commoner's meal. The poor people dish. And now it's just overpriced for no reason. No eating Euland. Shit overpriced because rich people be like... That's literally tuna. It used to be lobster, though. Lobster used to be so common that it was literally like the commoner's dish. It was just so crazy common that it was like dirt cheap. And then Red Lobster just fucking had some killer marketing and made you think over 50 years that it's like worth a shit ton. Never had lobster, so couldn't say my opinion. He's still chicken of the sea, chicken of the commoner's dish. Lobster is tarsaw. Are you saying trash there? Where you live, the chicken is cheap? Chicken is cheaper than it... Chicken is supposed to be cheaper than what it is. The chicken industry has, like, been inflating their prices since COVID. And it's real fucking annoying. Not gonna lie, I would eat Euland with lemons, butter. Hell yeah. Inflation, no way. Yeah, man, there's actually, like, really bad inflation going on. It all started, surprisingly enough, with the Sonic game that came out in 2020. To learn more, you should look up Sonic inflation. Inflation been kicking all our asses on everything. Inflation has affected everything. But food prices, it's been really bad. Food prices, it's like worse than anything else. The entire animal agricultural system is subsidized by the government. Everything should cost like 4 times what it does. Oh, I actually didn't know that. The government needs people to patronize the system. Not inflation, it's greedish. Yes. I hope you suffer. I'm gonna need you to stop right there. You would love Sonic inflation? No, I think it's awful. I just want all of you to become educated. Yep, and wages aren't adjusted to match inflation. Velvet, you have no idea how much you and I agree on this. With whole, like, inflation going up and productivity and wages stagnating. Fuck you, Euland. Oh my god. The amount of money that just is kept from workers and just goes to the rich is so infuriating. Mods post Sonic inflation in the Discord. The housing market is a goddamn mess too. Yeah. Yeah, I've kind of like given up on ever owning my own house. I'm in my parents' basement right now. And even that I feel like costs too much, but whatever. Mods, force Yulin to say I'm a cool boy. Hi, Fishy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We were briefly talking about you earlier. It's criminal amounts of money. What pisses me off with the housing market, we have like 30 million houses for sale in the US, and we have 900,000 homeless people. How do we have more houses for sale than homeless people? That shouldn't, that don't seem right to me. Fracta, you're a cool boy. I love the housing market. Oh, what were you guys talking about? So we were talking about Warframe. And in Warframe, they recently added an animal character that is a fish. And because it's Warframe and everything in Warframe is in space, they're a space fish. And so Kayla was like, I'm going to summon a space fish. And Gale was like, you're going to summon space fish? Huh? And I was sitting there going, there's 2 space fishes. Outright clear as fucking day wage theft. Good. One huge problem is equity firms buying up properties to rent them out. Yeah. It's right now it's like all these companies doing shorts on stocks, companies buying up properties. They're buying them overpriced too. So like if you sell your home, let's say your home is valued at $500,000, a company will offer to buy it for $550,000. And like, who's gonna turn down an extra $50,000? Right? The people that would like should be buying the home, they're offering like $490, $500, and that's normal. But these companies are just buying them at a loss just to own them and like control the market. This shit sucks. We need to do what Belgium did. Families can only own 1 home. I'd be okay with families being able to own 2, but 1 home. If it's, oh shit, what's the phrase? You don't get seconds until everyone's had a plate. That should apply to housing. Ass Bird 3. Spacefish, their name is Fibonacci. And people like to call them Fishinacci. Ponzi scheme, summoning to Fishy. I would think and run counter to common sense. I wouldn't. 50,000 is a lot of dollars. That's an entire year of salary back when I did work. Demolish homes. I just snapped back in and heard you say Fibonacci. What'd I miss? Aeon's so addicted to Warframe. He hears one word. He's like, oh, fucking here. What's up? What's going on? Yulin could retire on 50K. We're trying to. I agree. 1 family per home. Extended families in a 2-bed, 2-bath. I'm rather devoid of greed in the rat race. It's not an addiction, Yulin. It's a problem. Hold on, let's test it. Warframe. Well, he's already shown up for Fibonacci. I at least have an Incarnate Lex and Ceramic Dagger. I would be okay with families being limited to 2 homes. I think that second home should be expensive. I think it should be like taxed heavily. So like one home should be very affordable, not too many taxes. I think everybody should have a roof over their heads. Second home, I think there should be bigger taxes on it. Hi, Jan. Because there's people that like my parent. I fucking turned it off. God damn it. I hate this thing. I hate this thing so much. I'm pretty sure we were at 5.5. My parents have 2 homes. They have one here in Missouri on a lake. The second home is on the beach in Florida. They migrate south for the winter. I think that's fine, because they're literally actively living in both. I do think the second home should be taxed higher. What I'm not okay with is people owning 20 homes and renting out 19 of them. I'm not okay with companies owning homes. About to go back and do it again. MR20 now, Euland, I'm catching up. I know you are. You're going to pass me. So to me, if you're offering 550K but you're a firm, I'm not selling to you at all. I'll sell it to a needing family who will really use it at 450K despite the firm. I wouldn't. I would like to say I would, Kayla, but $100,000, that's 2 years of my life at a job. At a, like, high-paying job, what I used to. That's, like, that would just... 100,000 would solve a lot of problems within my life. Frankly, equity firms and the like should just be completely barred from buying out homes with only one exception. And that exception being for business housing. I agree. Money is money. I don't think I'm a greedy person. I don't think I'm, like, out to hoard money and, like, assets. But I recognize money solves basically every single problem I have. I want money to the point the problems go away. Once the problems go away, I don't give a shit. I don't need more money than that. The people that are like, they just need more and more and more, and they just keep fucking consuming it, that's greed. But, like, money solves problems. And I have problems. Money is a mortal thing. I stand with my selfless morals. To me, Kayla, it just seems like you don't have a distinction between money solves problems and greed. Euland literally has no greed. Money does not solve my shit, so I have no need for it. How does money not solve your shit? Like, to say that makes me think you live in the fucking woods. Making, like, getting your own food, getting your own water, making your own clothes, providing your own internet somehow, getting your own electricity. Like, money, you need money for those things. And so when you say, I don't have a need for money, I'm like, well, how are you getting that stuff? I suffer from things that would make you think I'm crazy. Juice is a survivor. I have enough money to solve my problems. Just need more to spend money on. Oh my god. Kayla's a survivor? They are. Money solves many problems. Greed is desiring more money that you will ever need. Agreed. Yeah, Kayla's a survivor. Juice, absolutely not. They're not a survivor in the slightest. They die in the first impact, the first wave, the first attack. You know, I love Juice, but they're out like that. Euland, when he is in a video game and he can make the number go up by 1. I'm not greedy, I just want a fancier car and a bigger house. I don't think that's particularly greedy. I think greed is like, you want a big house to show people that you're rich, and then you want more money after that. When you start spending money just so that people think you have a lot of money, that puts us at 1.5. What attack? I don't know. If there's like a zombie apocalypse, you know, you're not a survivor, Juice, so you're going out at the initial attack. You want to find I first wave? Then the Earth no longer exists. The Sixth Sense affairs? See and hear things that logic and science has no ability to explain so far. It's a source of great trauma. Huh. I'm patient zero. I heard he called dibs. Thank you, Strog. This is a really nuanced discussion. I mean, there are a million factors around this problem. One solution won't change the whole system, if you understand me. Of course, yeah. Zombie apocalypse is the easiest thing to survive. What is your plan to survive the zombie apocalypse, Juice? You literally need to do nothing? I want to hear Juice's plan to survive the zombie apocalypse. Just gonna BRB, need to get food? Okay. Now, Proxy is patient zero. He was born with divs. Yulin, what is the zombies' plan? They have none. They have a plan. Their plan is to eat anything that moves. They seek out the living and eat them. For context, Yulin, you know, in movies with demons, you see the claw marks show up on their skin, Yulin? Huh. Do the American thing to survive? I'll be real with you, if there's a zombie apocalypse, I ain't surviving. The world fucks, so I peace out. That's my plan, Velvet. Holy cow, Velvet, you and I just, like, are on the same brain cell. If there's an apocalypse, like a zombie apocalypse, I'm just like, I don't even want to live through this. Have those claw marks shown up on me my whole fucking life with no explaining? That's kind of weird. Oh boy, here they go. Yulin when he eats from the hands of Hollywood. Fucking what? No, just don't give up. What happened to the human spirit? I don't think Juice knows what a zombie apocalypse is. Look, if the world is about to end, why the fuck would I want to survive that shit? That's what I'm saying. I had this conversation with my dad. He was like, if there's an apocalypse, you know, we've got the doomsday preps up. We've got the dehydrated food in the water. And I was like, do you want to live in that? He's like, of course I want to live in that. And I was like, you want to live in the world after an apocalypse? With no internet, probably no electricity. You don't have a generator. You need to have guns at the ready for, like, people trying to take your shit. There's no law. And you want to survive that. And he's just like, I think I do. And I was like, I don't. I'm fucking going out. I'm purposely infecting myself and then attacking bits. Oh, you mean the red lines on skin? Lynn, you do not understand. Then add that nobody believes that you did not make the claw marks. I'll try to survive the most I can, but yeah, I'd rather go out by a headset than being eaten alive. A headshot than being eaten alive. I think you overestimate a zombie apocalypse. You used to wake up with those sometimes? Okay, bro, hot take. Yulin. You want to return to the caveman era? F that. Guns during an apocalypse is only useful against the living. You can attack me now? I think guns would save you against one zombie, if you have something like a shotgun. I think the sound is going to attract a lot more zombies and create more problems for you. So it's things like that that have scarred my mind. If zombies attack, I would move all the way to northern Finland. Winter, all I have to worry about is food and warmth. Summer is super short, and up there, which is such low population, there wouldn't be so many zombies. Well, Spacefish, how are you getting to northern Finland? Like, are you walking there yourself? Like, if you got a car, you only have the gas for that one trip and whatever gas canisters you have on the way. And at that point, like, are you saying, hi Soul, are you saying, like, there's people waiting for you there? Zombie apocalypse only exists in films, so people can kill without repercussion. Delete, you have been brainwashed. Juice doesn't know what a zombie apocalypse is. I don't feel like explaining it. Shotgun, in my opinion, is the worst against zombies. You don't want something with precision. I mean, a shotgun would kill a zombie. You're gonna blow its head off and you don't gotta fucking aim. But, like, it just... the sound is bringing other zombies in. Nothing money can do to fix these deep running scars in my mind. It would only hurt me with my ability to drink myself to death. Do be right, fish. LL just gonna teleport. You know the idea that people could kill without repercussion is precisely why peace out? Yeah. But at that rate, just use a sharper, blunt object. I ain't concerned about the undead, I'm concerned about the anarchy that would follow. The anarchy would be awful. Getting eaten by like 5 zombies as they pulled you down also sounds pretty bad. Get a spear and a smaller riot shield. Hi, Feet Chan. Slap Sealand's ass. You call that a walk? Put more gay into it. What the fuck? I mean, I do have family there, and the drive would only be 3 to 4 hours for me. Okay, so Spacefish, provided you could get through that drive, provided like the roads aren't blocked, and you're actually able to get into the main road, out of whatever city or town you're in, you'd probably be fine. There he goes again. Anything Juice says is stupid and wrong. Because what you're saying is stupid and wrong. The idea is not like... I don't know where you're coming up with this Hollywood stuff. We know what a zombie apocalypse is. The concept of people are turning into zombies. They're running around trying to eat the living. And you're like, actually, zombies don't have a plan. They don't go after the living. It's like, fucking what? What are you talking about? It would literally be toilet paper selling out and that's it. Yeah, toilet paper selling out is a zombie apocalypse. Yep. I'd fear the people more than the undead. I can burn the undead. If you get taken down by zombies, massive L. The further you range from the undead, the less likely you're bitten. You can angle the spear over blockades from a secondary. I don't think a spear would work against zombies. Like... my understanding was that, like, stabbing them, maybe if you're stabbing the brain, it depends on which zombie fiction it is, right? If you're stabbing the brain. My understanding was you had to, like, crush it. Basefish Yulin is wanting you to die in a zombie apocalypse. Yulneo. You spell my name different every time. I don't want Spacefish to die in a zombie apocalypse. There's just a lot of people, like, a lot of people, that they're like, I'd survive in a zombie apocalypse, I have the perfect plan. And it's like, alright, what's your plan? And then you run through their plan and you could just poke holes in it. And they're like, well, no, because of this. So, like, there's a lot of people who would be like, I'd barricade myself in my apartment. And it's like, okay, what happens when you get food? Well, I go out of the apartment to get food. And it's like, but there's a barricade there, right? Well, I moved the barricade. Alright, well, it's not much of a barricade then, is it? Well, I climb out the window. Do you have a ladder? How are you getting back in? There's a ladder on the outside. So why isn't other people using the ladder to get in? And it's like, a lot of people have thought out their zombie apocalypse plans, and they're just awful plans. To be fair, guys, your statement of offing yourself because there's no repercussions on killing each other is kind of stupid. Bear with me here. Back in the Middle Ages, Bronze Ages, and other times, people actually killed each other with limited repercussions. There was no toilet paper too. You'll survive. You just said people killed each other all the time, you'll be fine, you'll survive, Fracta. What? Also, the Middle Ages didn't have guns and explosives. Like, there was laws there, and like, yeah, it was a fucking dangerous time, but like, it wasn't lawless. Now look at me, I'm Yulin, I know how to make a zombie. Hey man, the wayside is, you're hated, so train like it. As long as the brain is destroyed, when SHTF, you'll be fine. Sever the head or destroy the brain. Put spear in head, twist, remove, repeat. Oh, look at me, I know how to kill a zombie. The Middle Ages was also extremely lacking in order. And he complains about us splitting hairs. That is literally the lamest me win. Some places did. We in a Yulin rant. So the second a zombie apocalypse happens, go into battle royale mode. I am surviving. I'm gonna try and keep to myself and like survive as long as I can. But the moment it's like zombies are pushing down a barricade or getting inside, or people are breaking in, I'd probably kill myself. I'm not gonna kill myself the moment it happens. Like if I saw a zombie apocalypse on TV, I'm not like, well, we had a good run. But I'm not giving the opportunity to have a fucking rough death. What did Juice do this time to start a rant? He said, like, the only thing that would happen in a zombie apocalypse is people would buy out toilet paper. Which is like, what? That's not a zombie apocalypse. I simply would not want to survive in a world that has been destroyed and plunged into chaos. Clearly you did, Juice. He ranted again. Yulin said I was weak and that the wind would kill me. I said you're not a survivor. And the only reason I said that was because Jan said, Juice is a survivor. Oh, I meant Kayla. I pinged the wrong person. Kayla's a survivor. And then I was like, haha, yeah, Juice isn't a survivor. They're going out the first wave. I don't actually think you're going to, like, tie the first wave of a zombie attack or whatever. I was just playing on the typo Jan made. Much like I would not wish to survive nuclear fallout. Yulin gets one man by Juice all the time. It's actually funny as fuck. Middle Ages did have cannons in some places. Hell, China in the Warring States era had bronze handheld cannons. Not being weak then, Juice. That's what people are going to do, and this is literally the only option. The vast minority are going to do that, Juice. Most people are 100% not going to kill themselves. Okay, Yulin, but where do you get your plan? I don't even really have a plan. I would just lock my doors. It's a very half-assed plan. So COVID was a zombie apocalypse? That is what I'm trying to say to him. That's a COVID outbreak. I'm surviving. 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I need before I grab my fries up, though. If you don't get it, you don't understand the pandemic. I shows up to Yulin's amid zombie outbreak, steals. Well, you'd probably have to deal with my dad. Knowing your knowledge of military stuff, you could probably take him. Wait, you're poking holes in the same plan you're using? That's fair. Yes? My plan isn't good. My plan is fucking lock my doors and try to stay quiet. And if it looks like shit's gonna go down, kill myself. That's my plan. When people are like, alright, my plan is to create a barricade and last this, and if I run out of food, then I'm gonna, go do this, and it'll be so easy, use a ladder to get to this. Then it's like, your plan kind of sucks. You don't know how a zombie apocalypse works. Machete lover L. I made beans, that's how I survive. But a 10-gauge shotgun too, slugs in there. Yulin, you are the only person who said they have a plan? Alright, gang, we're grabbing Yulin first and making him the femboy gardener for the base. Besides Spacefish, who has a goat plan. Spacefish's plan has some high-risk moments. In a zombie apocalypse, I think she'd be hard-pressed to get in her car and safely get out of the city she's in. Maybe if it's like, hey everybody, we see on the news that there's a zombie apocalypse and it hasn't gotten to her town yet, maybe then it'd be fine. Imagine living in a city. But if it's like the zombies are happening in her city Oh, I need to get north. I think she'd struggle with that. What's the plan, bits? I already have an increased chance of survival. Oh, haha, everyone turns into a zombie on hour 1. You're so dumb, Juice. You're so dumb. I can't with you today. We make Proxy Yulin's master. I'm not sharing it here. Both of you are dumb. I don't know. Juice just thinks like in a zombie apocalypse, nobody's gonna die and people are gonna buy toilet paper. I just think that's a dumb... Not a dumb plan, but like a dumb concept of what happens in a zombie apocalypse. Suramar? Can I pause from here? Nope. Pause this. We update the title. Oh, I need to turn music on. You guys ready for banjo music? Day 174 walking. I think I turned it off at 5.5. It says 0.9 now. So that's 6.4. .4 miles. And now we rest. I will... It is not 9i yet. Understandable, have a nice day. I'm gonna be honest, I would love to be trying to survive. If there's someone who's going to kill me to eat me, I want to go out fighting. Like the end of Dog Soldier. Example, I fight to death against a group of cannibals. I'm just going to say I hope I give you the shits. That sounds awful to me, Fracta. That sounds like the worst way to die. Because that involves a lot of pain. All hell will break loose in an outbreak. No, fuck off, Yulin. We're not staying here long, bits. I do have a plan. Shush, bitch, the music stays on. I feel like people focus too much on the zombie part and not enough on the apocalypse part. Good night, Yulin. Have company sleep stream. Oh my god. We're not sleeping. Everybody look away. I'm only talking about the zombie part so much because people are talking about it. I am more afraid of the anarchy part. I think with the zombie part, I could stay quiet. I could be fine for probably 2 weeks. Then I would need more food. If the zombies are still around after that, I don't know what I'm gonna do at that point. I don't have, like, well, my dad has food prep stuff, but I don't, so maybe I'd be fine, you know, if I just have access to that stuff. But, like, I'm in Missouri. There's a lot of gun nuts here. If they don't have food prep stuff, and they go wandering around looking for stuff, and, you know, bust into my house, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm gonna die. Yulin's a zombie. It's an apocalypse, end of the world. I wish to not live through the end of the world. I would wait and see what happens. So, like, in World War Z, one of the few movies I've actually seen, they kind of get stuff back. They find out how to fight the zombies, they counteract them, and, they are able to kind of get things back, right? For me, you know, if it goes through, like, a video game where, like, I Am Legend levels, where it's just everything's done. Everything's gone. Yeah, I don't know if I want to live through that. World War Z is the worst interpretation ever. Okay, Juice. Okay, Juice. In the Discord, your homework is to go write a 5-page essay on the rankings of all zombie movies. I don't know. Where are we going? Oh, not search. My worlds. We're going to this one. Portal. The book is so much better. Video games militia's the best. Damn near every militia gets it. If you don't know what I mean by interpretation, you do not understand what a zombie apocalypse is. You're the one that doesn't understand the zombie apocalypse, Juice. You think it's about toilet paper, which is crazy to me. What I see these militias are made up of and actually by ex-SF guys. Did I pick the right one? Fuck, I picked the wrong one again. I hate it. There's 2 maps I have that are similar. We're not staying in this one. We're not staying in this one. We're going to the other one. I don't know. Oh, Fracta might not make it. Euland, I have a world for you. Show me next time. Euland hates information. Oh, but I see these militias are made up of an action. I read that. What time is it? 12:12? There's 2 maps that are like very similar. There's this one and the other one, and I like this one more, and I keep accidentally going to the other one. But this one's better. Wait. Oh shit, maybe they... I didn't know they both had the little dolls. Anyway. We did the title. We fixed our trackers. My legs hurt for squats. Yeah. Come on. Can I grab this? There we go. Oh, I turned. Just stockpile energy drinks and dip and you're good? Oh my god. I've seen how people react when their favorite sports teams wins. If a zombie apocalypse happened, they would do much more than buy toilet paper. Who'd be happy if a zombie apocalypse happened? There's a few people that are like... They love the idea of anarchy happening. They love the idea of like an apocalypse happening and them having to fight for survival because they think they're going to be so cool and better than everyone else. And it's like kind of weird. Do you not understand what happened when people bought toilet paper? You have no idea? Perhaps Euland in the left lung. Why the lungs? I'm missing some context. I have my chicken tendies and fries. Hell yeah. Hi, Lefty. What do we do? 6.4 miles. Hell yeah. What does the calories say? See, I don't get this. 6.4 miles, and your life is saying that was 1,061 calories. Huh? I'm here in spirit. Huh? You're just here, though. What do you mean in spirit? Lungland? Oh my god. I didn't finish spying on people. I started and then I got distracted by the music. because Dej. Euland, when numbers that are correlated change in their correlation. I don't even know what you're talking about with this one. If you think about it, Euland, Kayla took your breath away. Technically, not wrong, Aeon. What did we talk about today? Talked about Quinfall. We talked about my ex and her many boyfriends before me. Yeah, something else that happened when I visited that ex. She told me she'd quit smoking weed, because at the time I was like, hardcore Christian kid. Weed is bad. Weed is the devil's lettuce. And when I visited her, we went to a party of her friends, and there was a weed circle, and she was smoking weed there. And I was like, what the heck? I thought you quit. And she's like, oh, no, I didn't. And then I was just like, whatever, we'll talk about this later. And I was like standing outside the circle because everyone's in the weed circle. And this one guy was just like, dude, what are you doing? Get in the circle. And I was like, I don't smoke weed. He's like, yeah, but it's weird that you're not in the circle. You're still part of our group, man. Just sit in the circle and, don't smoke the weed. And I was like, okay. And so 10 minutes later, anytime it goes around, I just pass it to the next guy. The guy that told me to join the circle. 10 minutes later, he's like, what the fuck, man? Why aren't you smoking it? Why are you just passing it? I was like, dude, you're the one that told me to get in the circle. He was like, why are you in the circle if you're not smoking it? I was like, fuck you, dude. Euland was a Christian kid? Yeah, Aeon, I went to a private Christian school. I'll be there soon. I'm eating beans. Hell yeah. Weed circle, weed circle. Man fried his single brain cell. He was one of those guys that just like, when you could just tell that weed affected someone's development, or they're just a little gone. He was one of those that just seemed little baked a little too long. Elon didn't want to take a peace pipe when young. Also me, don't do weed. Or smoke it, I forgot which. I didn't want to smoke the weed. It wasn't a pipe, it was specifically like a blunt. I just didn't want to. I mean, one, I didn't want to try weed. I still don't. Two, everybody was putting their mouth on it, and that's like, ew, gross to me. You kissed everyone in the weed circle? I didn't kiss anyone in the weed circle. I just can't stomach weed. Just the smell of it makes me feel sick. The smell doesn't bother me. The smell of coffee is much worse in my eyes. So, Velvet, I actually have like a really stunted sense of smell. I can only smell really strong odors. So, like, coffee and poop are the two things I can consistently smell. And everything else is just like, I don't really smell this. Someone offers you drugs, thank them. That shit's expensive. Things you read on memes. It makes me feel agitated. Edibles. Yeah, it's no coincidence that every recreational user I've come across has been a bigger loser than the last. Elin did not kiss, but turned around. I have no love of those types. The only hobby, lifestyle, and their damn behavior is around weed, honestly. I have no problem with people smoking weed, but I just hate those bastards who make it the only thing they do. I don't hate the people that do it. I'm more like disappointed in them because I've had a few friends that like they start smoking weed and they change. And it just becomes like everything for them is weed. It's always like, I gotta get more, I can't wait to get more, and it's just like, man, you used to be cool. I don't hate them, I'm just bummed out by it. Weed itself, I have plenty of friends that like, they're chill and they smoke weed. So I'm not like against drugs or anything. I used to be though. I used to be like, to lose your rationality through the intake of any substances is an offense against God and the temple of your body. I used to be like that fucking obnoxious, and now I'm just like, man, it's your body. Don't hurt others when you're doing it. I'm the opposite. I have sensory issues, so scents are stronger for me. Oh. My taste is really strong to the point that most flavor is overwhelming. And it gives me a really bad sense of taste because like most flavor is just like painful or overbearing. And so I like really bland foods. When I finish this Wok Velvet, I'm gonna go eat a burrito with nothing on it but red beans. It'll literally be a soft tortilla, half a can of red beans, and that'll be my lunch for today. I'll clarify that I probably mean habitual user, as you can use recreationally at much more infrequent rate. If someone owns any clothing with a pot leaf, you're canceled. I'm not mad, just disappointed. Basically, I kind of agree with Strong, where it's like recreational use fine. When you start buying like merch and like shirts or earrings that just have pot leaves on it, I'm just like, really, dude? You don't have anything more exciting in your life than weed? Yuland eating no sauce left beef pizza. Honestly, I would. That genuinely sounds good to me. And yes, I do know what that is. Damn, I couldn't imagine it to that degree. For me, it's pretty spread between my senses, sensitive hearing, smell, etc. Bean pizza. Damn, my ironic clothing gonna lose me friends now? I mean, so if it's ironic, like you just have it in your closet to show people when they come over, that's fine. When you like wear it out in public, I'm like, I love it when Yulin understands my esoteric references. That's one that I wouldn't have found on my own, but Core found it a few months ago and was like, it was her favorite thing for a few days, and so I had to hear about it constantly. But hypersensitivity or lack of sensitivity both suck. Yeah, so for smell, I don't smell most things. Like, I just don't smell most things. But then when something's really strong, it like hits me really, really hard. To the point that it's nauseating. So like, I'll go up to the kitchen in the morning, and my parents will be making coffee. And the smell of coffee will just fucking assault me and like kind of make my head swim a little. And so I'll literally like cover my nose with my shirt, get what I need from the kitchen, and get out as fast as I can. Otherwise, I typically just don't smell stuff. With taste, I like bland foods. I like processed foods. I have a sweet tooth. Sugar doesn't bother me at all. But like most flavors are just so powerful to me that it's just like, I hate this. Carbonation physically hurts. Carbonation is just like painful to me. And so my sense of taste is like really bland. People say I should have grown up in England. And they're like, oh, you know, just make this, it's really good. I'm like, yeah, you lost me at seasoning. It's really hard to cook for myself. Because anytime I look up a recipe, it's like, okay, apply this ingredient, season it with this, and I'm like, okay, well, I already know I'm not gonna like it. Weed socks are hilarious. Whenever someone says they're going to the mall, I ask if they can buy me weed socks. COVID symptom. I actually got sick about a month ago and my sense of smell is stronger now. Oh. If I'm in public, I'm already not doing anything by choice. Euland is breath. I get that with the cold. Anything below a certain temperature is physically painful to me. Oh. It's painful to me at some point, but it has to be really fucking cold for that. Speaking of cold, it was snowing for me yesterday, but it wasn't cold enough to stay as snow, so it was just slush. It was literally like solidified water, and if you step on it, then it's just water going everywhere, and I fucking hate it. Cold burn? I'm realizing that I never launched the second world. That the one we went into just took us to the same world, because there wasn't a door over there. Huh. Euland stepped outside, confirmed. I did. I went and got the mail. And it was awful. I immediately went back inside, locked all the doors, set the alarm, and I'm not going out for another 5 days. Euland went and touched grass. Euland is being the next Gollum. Did you touch grass, Euland? No, I did not touch grass. I walked down the driveway, got the mail, and walked back up. Outside scary? Outside scary! Are you sure Euland didn't go into the Duviri paradox and screenshotted in-game touching grass? Oh my god. Me when I get told not to go outside. There's like people. There's people. There's bad weather. There's bugs. I don't like going outside. That shit's scary. Outside lovely, take my hand, follow me out and have a nice date? No. That sounds like an awful date. Outside is scary, QQ. Outside is beautiful though. I love touching clouds. Touching clouds? What the fuck? You know what isn't outside? Euland. Outside is social anxiety because I feel pressured by the wind. Yeah, when you fly, you touch clouds. Okay. Okay, Jack, how are you touching clouds? And I'm back. How did the rest go? I accidentally turned the treadmill off, and so I'm not entirely sure how accurate I am on the distance. But we went about 6.4 miles. We got to the end of Thaldraszus, and then I was like, alright, we're good to end. They fly clearly. Euland cheated. I did not cheat. We were already over 5 when I turned it off. I could have ended there. Want to buy a ticket to go somewhere? I board this iron bird called a plane and it flies. There I touch clouds. How are you touching the clouds if you're in the plane? Euland, dirty game cheater. Cheated on those calories. I did kind of cheat on calories yesterday. I was having a bad day, so I just said, you know what, let's just say fuck the diet. And I started eating some crackers. Today we're going to call the health insurance. Hopefully. I said that yesterday, and then I didn't call them for 7 hours. But today we'll do it. We are at 12:30. Called out on Euland cheating on calories unintentionally. Yeah. How could you do this, Aeon? I try so hard with my diet, and then you just shit all over my hard work. Again, I need to be in a voice chat with you so I can make sure you do it. No. Should I withhold cuddles until you call insurance? Try harder because I can. Yulin cheating, should have expected such like gaslight manipulator. In before 12-hour nap. I was thinking about it. I was thinking like, you know, I could end now. And the two people that are here with me typically aren't people that like cuddle. Icy Fire usually sticks around for cuddling, but they themselves aren't cuddling. And then Fracta's not a cuddler. Oh my god, is that cute Icy? Jack, sweetie. Should be a catchphrase, gotta call health. You break my heart. You want to cuddle, but then you leave. Well, you know, I do get it. It's not really the immersion you'd like to have being in desktop. That's on you, Fracta. I've told you the pipeline to make money. You could have VR. I can't give Yulin cuddles anymore? Yeah, because you're addicted to Warframe. Fine, I'll boop Yulin. What the heck? Why am I taking stray boops here? They just want someone who actually cuddles. I can cuddle with desktops. You know, if they have fucking Gogo Loco or they just sit there, I can smush my head into theirs. I'll cuddle Strog instead. What the heck, Jack? A man like me isn't supposed to cuddle and you bully me because I'm poor. I'll cry. You say you're poor, but you haven't even started the pipeline. Addicted to the frame. That's how I do it because still no FPT. Aeon and Warframe anonymous. I like the idea of like a group of people sitting in a circle, Warframe anonymous, and they're all like, you know, I stopped playing at this. I haven't played since this update. And somebody just goes, oh, there's an alert happening tomorrow for a catalyst. And everybody looks at them and they're like, oh shit. I have standards. I'm not a common whore. It means you're weak and not willing to do what it takes to get cuddles. That's what it means, Fracta. Warframe ruins lives. Indeed it does, Proxy. So about Destiny 2, reset happened. I love Aeon, but he'd actually be that guy. Meanie. Don't pull me back in, snugs or death. Humble yourself, Fracta. And touch femboys. Destiny 2 is still a thing. I thought it died. I actually watched a video with Core recently. And it's a guy complaining about Destiny patches, but like, it's Skeletor from He-Man. And so it's fucking Skeletor going like, what the hell is the state of the game now? It's dead! And then it's He-Man being like, okay, I feel like you're overreacting to this. It's just a minor thing. It's not just a minor thing. This breaks everything. Bungie is ruining their game. And He-Man's like, why don't you just stop playing then? And it's this whole like 3-minute bit of Skeletor complaining about Warframe. Oh, Skeletor hates Destiny? It's so funny. Christy Elan? That sounds familiar. Maybe. Well, Skeletor isn't wrong. They are killing Destiny. Skeletor's kind of wrong. They haven't made only good decisions lately, but the game is literally bigger than it's ever been. So that's the channel, by the way. Yeah. No, Destiny's popular. A lot of people are playing Destiny. Destiny just has this really weird thing where, like, people love to complain and hate Destiny. And, like, they haven't played it for 5 years. But, like, they still talk about how Destiny 2 and Bungie ruined it. And it's just like, what? What? I enjoyed the Bubble Defense video. I've only seen one video of his. Complaining about a defending ability for defending purposes. I don't know what it is about Destiny. They're like League players, both addicted to their games, yet still addicted to it. Both hate their games, but still addicted to it. I just don't like paying for DLC. That's my only real complaint. Here's the thing, though, Icy Fire. There's no subscription. It's a live service game, but, like, so is Final Fantasy, so is WoW, and those are $15 a month. And so when you break it down, it's cheaper than a subscription. You should watch Tom Chris Eland for Destiny 2. I don't know if I'm going to watch too much more of them, because I don't give a shit about Destiny 2. For me, it's like, whatever, it's a game. The only reason I know as much as I do about it is because Core likes it so much. And now Aiko and Foster, well, Foster's always liked it, but Aiko. Like, Destiny 2 it was always a whatever thing to me. I play it on and off. I understand the charging for DLC, but I do agree that 80 to 100 is way too much. I mean, to me, it's always just like, if you don't want it, don't pay for it. Like, they're going to charge what they're going to charge. And so, like, if you see $80 for a DLC, don't buy it. Just don't buy it and don't play it. It's when people are like, oh my god, it's such a scam, they're ruining the game, they hate everything. And they won't fucking stop talking about how much they hate everything, and it's just like, you could just not buy it, okay? You don't see me going to the mall and walking by a shop and being like, I'm gonna make this my personality for the next 5 years. That this guy is selling tacos for $7. I will. I see the positive. I just prefer my Monhun. I also don't really care for shooters. Yeah, I don't care about shooters at all. Also, World or Rise, both is good. But Monhun is a shooter. I see bowguns exist. That's a stretch to call it a shooter. I'll start either one of them right now. Do it, I see you won't. Name one. Monster Hunter Rise? Well, he's loading Monster Hunter Rise now. Yeah, I like Destiny as a game. What I do dislike is a lot of the recent corporate decisions that have been made. Same. I don't play it. I'm happy for my friends that really like it. But then, like, I don't know. It's weird just how, like, obsessive people are with hating Destiny. Catch me using a bowgun. Core has a weird thing where she loves Destiny. And, like, everybody knows Core loves Destiny. And so when they stop playing it because they're not having fun, they're, like, scared to talk to her. And when they do talk to her again, she's not going to bring up Destiny at all. But they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I haven't been playing. I quit because of this reason. And Core's just like, I don't care. I don't care that you don't play it anymore. I had fun with you when you did. I don't care that you don't like it anymore. That's fine. You can not like a game. I will say that Bungie royally fucked themselves by overselling themselves and their projections to Sony. I don't know too much about that. I'd rather use Charge Blade than Bowgun. That is something that just should not have happened. I just want to get a game called Cuisiner to go roguelite restaurant game. I don't know anything about that game, but I've seen somebody playing it on my followed list a lot. Go Switch Axe now? No, I'm the Switch Axe user. That's my thing. Yulin, you are the hammer user now? The fuck I am. Hammer is not something that clicks with me. I don't even think it's particularly hard. You know what it is? I hate weak points. The whole reason I started playing Gunlance was so that I could ignore weak points. And Hammer, like, needs weak points more than any other melee weapon. You only have too many things. Draw attack, Guild's Greatsword main. I should just get rid of all my Greatswords. Just so that I can't even play them anymore. Bungie projected way more than they were capable of making in a year to Sony and missed the mark by 45%. It's theorized that this overprojection is what led to the layoffs? Yeah. Wow, 45%? That's really bad. Charge Blade main, I will pizza cutter things? Hell yeah. I don't dislike Charge Blade when they're doing pizza cutter. No insect glaive? Yo, is that Will? It is. It is a Will. I'd get on VR chat for Will. Same. Do you have a good bolt?
It's okay. Not really.
I had a really
my
bad...
character stuck to the fucking socket.
Blah. One of my vaults last week was like bracers with a 3 item level upgrade. I probably should have just taken the socket. But like I don't know. Well, I was pushing item level so hard.
Yeah.
I'd grab another weapon after I get all this switch skills again. The big nerd Will. Will big cute. Bonk Will for me. I'm sorry, Will. I've been told I have to do this. Bonk. It's like the softest bonk possible. Even in rides, I did more Savage Acts. I also think Bungie made a mistake in trying to revive Marathon. What's Marathon? Interest in the game is almost non-existent. I feel like there's still a lot of interest in the game. There's a lot of people still playing it. Be nice to Will. A really old Bungie IP. Marathon predates Halo. Now boop them. I gotta do this too. I'm so sorry. Boop. A boost on Will. Marathon is gonna be a DOA, Lamau. Let's put TNT in Yulin's mailbox. Don't do that. That's messed up. It's not even my mailbox. Pipe bombs. Will understand. You can blame me. This is all coming from Proxy. Apparently you'll understand that. Okay. Having Will here is making me super sleepy. So I'm thinking that's a good time to end. I'm gonna go to that bed over there. But I do need to end first. Behavior. Get me auto level. Okay. We did 6.4 miles. Hell yeah. Where are we going? Who is doing what? Oh, somebody's doing a music stream. We're gonna go there. I haven't rated them since they changed their name.
I can't see you too. Sorry.
Good night, see you in 2025. I'm not gonna sleep that long. My Steam VR being bad. Whenever it fixes itself strong, we'll be here.
First time hearing you, buddy.
Flash raid. Lemon tea.
How you doing?
Studios. Think I got it right? Yeah. We're going to Lemon Tea Studios. She used to go by Eli Monty. She does a lot of covers for anime songs and is a somewhat established voice actress.
I found this.
Take care, folks. I have to tune into more streams. I stream every day at 9 a.m. Central. Like literally every day. I make sure to walk a minimum of 5 miles. And so, Wagyu and I see each other a lot. When she goes along, I'll raid her, and she's raided me a lot. But that being said, thank you everybody for keeping me company. If you like the walking videos, the link to the YouTube channel is down below, Walking Through Worlds. I will be back tomorrow. I love you. Bye.